Welcome back, Secrets Between the Stars. I'm Corey, your host and GM. Let's go around the table and meet our players and characters. We'll start on my right this time.
Oh, that's how that works.
That's right.
Hi, my name is Sully. I play Chip, the galaxy's favorite little robot. Fun fact about Chip, is that Chip has never used the potty. Which is not unusual for him, but unusual for most folks.
For most folks who have a soul.
Took mine. My name is Logan. I play Doc, the Kasatha nanocyte. Fun fact about Doc, he had like a Zune type device with him when he crashed, and like was really jamming out to one of his favorite songs at the time of his ship crash. And it survived the crash, but he can't charge it. And he really just wants to listen to his music again, like his old man tunes. I'm like, back when music was music.
What songs did he listen to?
It's all like Nickelback or something.
Is it Dad Butt Rock?
It is Dad Rock.
Yeah!
He's got Creed in there.
Space Dad Rock.
Space
Dad Rock.
We're deprived of being on a team with Star-Lord.
Star-Lord, but
We're
specifically
one
for Butt
step
Rock.
away from a copyright claim.
My name is Gary. I play Aster, the redacted Solarian. Fun fact about Aster, I don't know if we have enough time, but can we pull up Aster's mugshot real quick?
In a second.
We'll
We
vamp
install.
here, but if you take a look at Aster's mugshot, it's like theoretically that has to be like some kind of camera footage or artist rendering. My fun fact is that Aster can never take a bad photo. Even in every candid photo possible, it looks like he's just like primed and posed.
It's just like in How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah, I'm hot.
Checkmate, it is.
Even in the most improbable scenario, he's always photogenic.
He
sneezes, he
right,
still looks
damn it.
good.
That's how eventually we'll capture him, is like there's someone taking pictures from two opposing angles, and he has to somehow look
His
good on
sneeze
both
makes
sides.
him look like he's mewing. That's
The loose
There's
time.
no need to looks max for Aster.
at max.
I forget that Aster's supposed to be hot. I always see him as a little dweeb.
Aster's still got some growing up to do.
He's growing into the face.
Every time that
Yeah.
we see those pictures again, I'm like, whoa, what? Where?
Aster literally aura farms in combat.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's really
Whew. Hi, I'm Riley. I play Clementine, the Raxolite envoy and captain of this motley crew. And fun fact, much like another UGT envoy, Clem once tried to hide in a barrel, but because of her size, she got stuck in there while her team at the time, this was early in her career, her team at the time struggled to find where she was.
She was there for 3 days.
She was there for a few minutes.
She had to suck water out of the humidity that
She
was
almost
soaked
became
in.
contraband.
You can't cross state lines with Clem in a barrel.
Help.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the Kayal operative sniper. My fun fact is that when Valia was young and in like the public schools, she was a rebellious nerd. In that the public schools were very propaganda engines, so very like just kind of pro the corporations. So she would like cut classes to go to the library and just like read books and just be a general nerd, but against the will of the propaganda.
I like to imagine there's like underground library scenes.
Hey, man.
Is she having some nostalgia of that with like going to the library in Paradise and like
Oh,
reading
yeah.
up? Yeah. She's
That's why she
good
can
old
finally
days."
be alone and just like look at all the books all the
That's
time.
so cute.
That's really funny. My name is Corey. I'm your host and GM. Like I said earlier, my fun fact is that I base most characters, NPCs, off of either real people I know or have just kind of seen in passing. You'll never guess what's based off of you.
It wasn't Barthen, was it?
It was. Or off of, I just kind of take ideas and concepts from shows and movies I'm watching at the time. So you can play a fun guessing game off of where these ideas have come from based off of things I've been watching recently.
Who was Joro?
Which one?
Yeah, which one? They were all different people that I worked with when I worked at a Chick-fil-A.
Do you have a fun example?
I mean, the android is Dr. Doom. Like, that was like, because Riley said that, like, immediately.
One we don't know.
Dr. Doom personally?
Yeah, I know Dr. Doom personally.
Yeah.
It was when the Marvel Rivals, like, trailer
Vicky.
came out, where it's, like, him with the orb fighting the other Dr. Doom, and I was like, man, that kind of ruled, and I do kind of just want, like, a Saturday morning cartoon villain. So, like, what if we just had that?
And his design is pretty solid. So.
Yeah, that's all Bryn. Bryn worked, I think she did the most reworks on this one, because she did like 5 different versions of it. She had one that was cool, but she like just scrapped it for this, which was like a flat face, but then it had like 3 prongs coming off it. It looked kind of like a scarabee. It was kind of cool. Maybe one day we'll show that. But
I really love the texturing she did there.
Yeah.
Like,
yes,
it really
she just
looks like
recently learned she has brushes on there. She was doing it all with one brush.
She
We talked about this on a Tuesday stream where she was just like it was like, I think it was our like things we liked about 2024 or something
Yeah,
like that, and it
definitely.
was she was like, I figured out that I can have brushes on there, because she was just doing the one brush but just changing the size, and I was like, how did you do smoke?
Yes,
She
dude.
did.
That's what I
It
said.
blows my mind you can get that good at Photoshop and not know.
Yeah, I know. And it's also like she made smoke and mist and stuff, and I was like, how did you do that? She was like, it took a lot. It took a ton. So shout out to Bryn.
Who's Pepper based on?
Pepper, I think, is pretty original, honestly. Pepper's kind of Pepper. We'll flesh out Pepper a bit more,
The
and we'll
way
see some more
she's
things.
sliding in is so funny.
It's a great reoccurring bit where anytime Pepper is mentioned or Bryn's art is mentioned, that
Yeah.
Arcane is just
Oh,
It's
crazy
so-
that you mentioned that. Here's the hottest person you've ever seen.
that's a photo. That's a photo.
It's gonna
of
be a
person.
button on the stream deck.
She did that glowing
The
effect with one
flashlight.
brush. She
That's
did not.
true. This
she,
is before.
That is crazy.
insane.
This is PSB, 3-second brush.
Yeah.
3-second brush.
With that, let's jump into the episode. Last week, the gang had got a tip-off about a potential bank robbery. So they traveled to the bank in St. Belina. As they got there, Chip tried to open a bank account. So did Clem, kind of. Or no, Clem did not.
That
Doc
was
went.
just a ficus in the background.
Yes, Clem was a plant. Doc went. We found out Doc cannot lie when Valia said, yes, this is my husband. Then he sweat profusely. As they were all sitting around waiting for a bank robbery to happen, a bank robbery happened, and massive combat ensued. Braxilus went to the vault door, had a person stand next to it, open it for him, and then that person exploded, opening the vault door itself, having tons and tons of things pop out, primarily goo and one ghost. As Graxus was trying to make his escape, Valia did shoot and kill him. Seeing Doc seeing that got very upset and sad. And the combat ended, and that's where we are now. You guys find yourself in the wreckage of what was an attempted bank robbery, pseudo-successful but not quite successful bank robbery. There's tons and tons of wreckage all around. The body of Graxus is laying right by the front door, and then there is the blown-up man with little remains of him by the vault door as well. What are you guys kind of initially doing here as you see this panic is still kind of subsiding a bit?
I think my first thought is kind of like, okay, that was far less subtle than they would have hoped for, and now a little bit of like fear that there might be like authorities coming this way, and kind of not being sure if we should just run, even though we helped it. It also seems like maybe we shouldn't be here.
Should we? I whisper to like Valia, like, should we check Graxus' body? And I'm trying to be very quiet so as to not let Doc hear me, because I know it's a sensitive subject. But I'm really curious as to what he took from the vault.
Yeah, we probably should.
I'm trying to not let him notice.
I want a sleight of hand check the body.
I'll go over and assist.
Okay. before we do that, let me double check where Doc currently is, because where we last left him, he was standing at the body.
at the
Yeah.
body.
So, are you still at the body?
Doc would close the eyes of the body, say some words under his breath, and stand, turn and ask if anyone is injured.
Chip's definitely kind of leaned up against by the vault door. I don't imagine that he's taken in much of the scene as he's kind of trying to like buff out a lot of dents that have appeared, sort of on his midsection here, kind of trying to like kick it all back out.
I think
they got the brunt of it.
Yeah, Aster is leaned up against the vault door, covered in blood and cuts and ooze. He's hanging on by a thread.
You two are both by the vault door, right? Is the
Yeah.
door left off?
Yeah, we never left.
They'll go to them.
So, Doc, as you walk by, one of the clerks kind of pops their head up and go, "Oh, thank you for helping. Can I get your guys' names?"
You can have mine.
Okay.
You can call me Doc Manson.
Okay. Where I can have my manager send you like a thank you like reward if you want anything. Do you have somewhere I can send that? I can tell him to go send that to.
Well, what sort of reward would he might? What are we talking specifically?
Clem's ears is perked.
Yeah, I'm like,
reward.
we get stuff.
Probably just money is my guess. I don't know. I would assume money.
We're homeless, so
Okay. I'm sorry about that.
Maybe send it to the Fury's home?
If that's what you'd like. Here, you.
Come
here,
1
you.
to 10. That looks like about an 11.
Bad. Very bad.
Now, it's internal, right?
Internal, external, metaphysical, whatever you want to call it.
All right.
I hurt.
Look that way and think about the color blue.
Why do I look at that?
Just send a couple of nanites into his ear. It's gonna feel weird.
Oh, after the goo.
Yeah, let's go. They're going in there to try to get the last of that goo out and heal.
It tickles, but it feels good, but yeah.
Yep.
As that's happening now, if you would like to make a sleight of hand check or perception.
I did just have an idea for what to do about a potential reward. This little fellow has always wanted to have a bank account. And it'd be really convenient to just put the money right into a bank account.
oh gee.
the guy looks and goes, I guess that's fine. Yeah, we can probably get you like a nicer one because you did all that. Can I get your name then?
My name is Chip.
Chip. Okay.
Chip a
Well,
gold card.
only technically, but yes.
Okay. Chip, and then he puts next to it technically. Okay, where can we find you to get in contact with you then about this?
Chip like tries to leap to his feet as everything is like rickety and squeaking and stuff. Sparks are flying as he flies towards the desk. I can answer any questions you have.
Okay, I didn't think it'd go, and he reaches by and he has a form, and he goes, just start filling this out, and he hands you a pen.
I've always wanted to roll.
Okay.
As Chip is filling that out, now you can make your sleight of hand check.
33.
33, yeah, you pass.
Okay.
In this, what you find is as you're padding through his body, you find there is a like manila folder in there, and quickly opening it and looking at it, you see first of all there is now blood going through this folder, but secondly, just kind of quickly looking at it, there are schematics and blueprints for various like flying machines, as well as like some sort of research, but it's not like entirely clear on just a quick glance of what it is. So yeah, that's what you find on his body. You don't see anything like any signs of like money or jewelry or anything like that. It looked like he came in, grabbed this one specific thing that he just tucked into his jacket real quick, and then started looking at it.
What information was this for?
That should do you. Chip,
Doc,
what's your favorite color?
it's...
Oh no! Well,
What happens
you
when
just get 20
you roll that?
You just get 20 HP.
Oh, it doesn't
Yeah.
hurt.
I don't
Okay.
get my bonus stuff
Okay.
to it. It just gets a flat.
That's fine. Actually, that does fill me up. I'm
Okay.
good.
Is there anything else left you guys would like to do in the bank before you leave?
I sneak over to Valia and I'm just like, now I feel a little bad because I don't know if that was worth it. It was just a bunch of research and science stuff.
I mean, it could be useful, I guess. I mean, we've seen the kinds of things that big research can come out of. So it could be, I mean, it could be worth it, I guess, but it does feel, I would have expected like a haul,
Yeah, and I mean, like,
not some papers.
when is a good time to try and like prompt him to take a look at that, so that I don't admit that
Yes, sir.
that I looked at the body.
Do me a favor.
Sure.
Third guy is a mite unconscious out there in that alleyway. And I think he's our only survivor. Might need to ask
Kill
him
him.
a couple. No. Nope. Ask him some questions about the situation at hand, as he is now our only lead.
Okay. Aster's gonna go and just climb out of the window with broken glass, pick up the one guy with one hand, and go, "It's your lucky day, pal." And Barry trying to like gently go back through the window with the broken glass.
just shards of broken glass going, like cutting him more and going through the shirt and everything.
All right,
but he is
guy.
alive.
Third guy.
Just gonna stabilize him. I'm just gonna like making sure he's not actively dying.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to stabilize him. Kind of, your nannies are able to stitch up any of the wounds that are either old ones, like his hand getting cut off, or
Glass.
new from broken glass coming through. But he's at 0 HP, but he is alive.
Good.
First aid for third guy.
Second rate.
Rope. Time up.
I can take I'll take that envelope for you. I should probably talk about this anyway.
All right.
Doc's gonna go over and pick up Graxless and start heading toward the marshal's office.
Okay. So how this works is there is not a marshal's office. What normally happens is you bring back the person to your home base. Like for some people it is like a building, but for you it's just like where you live. You tie them up and you leave them in a relatively safer spot outside, and by the time you come to check again a couple hours later, they'll be gone. And there's not ever seemed to be any sign or sound or anything like that. They just are gone.
Alright. And then we'll probably go toward an undertaker, if there is one in town. I know there are gallows nearby, so I imagine there is some.
Yeah, there's Undertaker for sure.
Yeah. Then
A
Doc
mortuary.
will, if it's alright with everyone, excuse himself to go get a smaller coffin that we can carry out of here.
Valia will follow behind you and try to catch up.
Sure.
Because we probably have to talk a bit.
For you three, you do have to go get the cart and spiders still. Doc, before you leave, you do take a look up at the sky. And you kind of do the mental math in your head of like what day it is. It will be an eclipse very soon, and not only that, it's going to be one of the bigger ones. This is one that lasts for days on end. So you will need to get to town pretty quickly.
We gotta
But
scoot.
because once that dome comes down, you're not really able to get back in. You're just kind of you're fully out of the town then.
Gotcha. Alright.
Aster, do you want to help me ask the third guy some questions when he wakes up? I mean, I don't think he'll trust me because I started the third guy business, but you got a trustworthy face. I can't speak today. I'm all out of sorts.
That's fine. Yeah, we can. I mean, isn't Doc gonna take third guy to drop him off?
I mean, yeah, but he's taking Graxus, right? Are you taking both or just?
What?
Are you? He moves so fast. I never notice when he leaves.
Doc is Batman.
He's not quiet. He just leaves.
Too specifically, Clem. You're like Batman.
Where did he go?
It's Batman and Jim Gordon.
I mean, third guy's right here, so I guess you want to try waking him up.
Okay, sure. Why not?
Chip, what are you doing?
Hey, Clementine.
Yeah.
I don't have a social security number. Can I borrow yours?
No.
Is it necessary?
I normally, yeah, but
I also don't have an ID.
yeah, I don't know what you
Birth
are.
certificate.
I don't.
Passport.
Okay. We don't normally have a lot of those around here either. But I also don't know what you are.
If Volley
so-
was here, she would
I
probably
am
hint
a
at a serial number.
CMJOH unit.
There it is.
Okay. That means nothing to me, but
Shall I repeat?
no, it's okay.
I can't be louder.
No.
Increasing volume. I am a CMJOH unit.
He just write that down. Write that down. It's fine.
I am a CMJOH.
Okay, you're still opening a bank account.
That's what I'm doing.
We're gonna do the interrogation a little bit here first, and then we'll come back to you two. Cool.
Sounds
All right. So you guys, after just a few minutes, he's kind of starts waking up in pain, and he's tied up. Do you have his mouth tied too, or is he
No.
just okay?
Hey there, sunshine.
He goes, "Oh, hi,
Hey man,
hey,
I'm gonna level with you.
okay,
All your friends are dead,
okay."
but you're not. So that's like a huge win for you right now.
He looks down at himself tied up and goes, "Those aren't the words I would use in this exact situation, but I will. Thanks for not killing me, I guess."
Yeah. Hey, but mind telling us what was going on? Like what the deal was with all this?
Well, who else is alive? Is anyone else? Is it just me?
Let me rephrase. You're our only hope.
Okay. Okay. I feel seen.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, so the little guy, Grasley, whatever his name was,
Yeah, Grazzy.
yeah, he hired us just to come help with the bank robbery. He wouldn't give us some money afterwards. That's kind of all I knew.
Do you have any details on what you were trying to steal?
He didn't want to say. We said, "Is it money?" And then he said, "No, I'll pay you afterwards."
So
But he didn't say
you-
we'll get it from there.
So you don't have any other attachments to the whole thing that's going on with him?
No, I had attachments to the other guys that were outside, but it does not sound like they are much for this world anymore.
Unfortunately. Do you know anything about a guy with a blue face and one bright eye?
No, not even a little bit, actually.
Sounds spooky, right?
Yeah, it sounds weird as hell.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that's. I think that might be all that we really needed to ask you.
Oh.
What's your real name?
Steven,
Oh, hi, Steven.
hi.
Huh.
Are you gonna untie me?
Steven, now, unfortunately, you did shoot people, including me, and you did try to rob a bank. And well, you almost got away with it, but you didn't.
Yeah.
And that's why you're here now.
Yes.
You did do a
And
crime.
you did do a crime, and I don't know about this moon and the practices. I don't know if you do time or how that kind of works here, but I mean, I don't even know where to turn you in, quite frankly.
Well, you don't got it then, if you don't know how.
Hey, don't try that.
Okay, it was
I've
worth a
tried
shot.
that.
It was worth a shot.
Steven, you seem, besides, being willing to shoot a bunch of people, including myself,
Mhm.
and robbing a bank, I mean, you're a pretty level-headed guy,
Thank you.
right?
Yes, thank you.
We could just kind of level with each other. It's all
Sure.
good.
Yeah.
If we let you go, are you going to do more crime?
He looks down at his stump hand, and he goes, "Probably not anymore, I guess." My first thought is get him to a hospital. Did he get his hand off? Did somebody get their hand cut off, or am I
It's
crazy?
unrelated,
a dude
but now
got
he's
cut in
just
half.
thinking about it now.
Okay. Yeah, he just does have a hand off, and one of the wounds that reopened is the hand, the stump hand. And he goes, "Yeah, I'll probably go to a hospital."
Give it to me straight, Doc. Will I ever rob again?
Will I grow another? I'll probably go to a hospital, and then I don't know.
Isn't our one friend with the forearms? Did you see him?
What about him? I saw him.
He's kind of having a bad day. So I'm gonna leave it up to him what we're gonna do with you.
He
So-
probably let me go.
Well,
Well,
Stop trying that.
You gotta try. And you know that.
This ain't our first rodeo, bud.
Okay, good play on words.
Now, Steven, I want to make something perfectly clear with you.
Sure.
And I don't want to mince words.
Okay.
And as I say that, my sword ignites.
Okay.
Is there anything else that's relevant to this bank heist or anything involving this that you left out or we might be interested in?
No, this is the big. We just kind of me and my buddies would steal purses from people and use that money to buy like fast food and drugs. We don't do this normally.
Oh man, you would love the ring, Steven.
I don't know what that is. I'm 17. I've been here my whole life.
Oh, I'm older than him. Well, Steven, just like, hang tight.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
strong. Don't stop believing in yourself, alright?
Okay,
Don't
thank you.
He could use this sword to cauterize that for you.
No, I think that'll kill me.
Yeah, that'll definitely kill you.
You just gotta throw a serum on him first.
No,
and
it's
then
just I'll wait for the hospital. It's
gently
okay.
cauterize.
Gently cauterize. It's
With a
worse than
lightsaber.
regular.
Yeah, right.
With that, now we'll cut to Valia and Doc on their way to the mortuary.
Hey, we found, I guess what he was trying to take is just, Clem found the file on him. It looks like blueprints, just some kind of machine, something. I don't know, we can look at it more later, but it doesn't feel like, without knowing what it is, it doesn't feel like it should have been worth all of that.
Ain't a whole lot worth dying for. A lot worth living for.
I'm sorry. I know your personal code about not killing people. But that situation got kind of out of control real fast, and I guess it was a force of habit. It's not a great habit to have, but we're not perfect.
How long you been fighting? When was the last time you got to sit?
Never really. Most of my life has been working like this.
Yeah.
When I, even as like a teenager, kind of had to more or less fend for myself, try to help my family with what I could, and this life kind of I felt like it came naturally to me, just working my way up from stealing things to working with guns.
You are one of the most incredible shots I have ever seen. I do not fault you for leaning into a talent that you have found. I'm also not upset at you because Graxilis died. There's a lot of factors. Graxilis wanted to squander the second chance that Karth has given him. People look at Karth wrong. You crash here, sure, you're stuck here, but what you do with it, that's what's important. People run here from the law, people hide here. What you did doesn't have to be what you do. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at any of you. You're ruthlessly efficient at the life that you've been dealt. It's impressive. Yeah, I'm not mad at you. I'm sad. That'll be alright. I've been sad before.
I appreciate that. I'll try to, I'll try to be more respectful and a little bit more careful, but still, when the times become dangerous, sometimes it feels like I'd rather put an end to things than to risk another variable, something else that could cause more danger to any of us. And that guy blew up a bank teller.
He did.
And literal ghosts came out, so it kind of felt easier to just make sure that there were fewer things that could go wrong.
We gotta put out an APB for those goo things. I don't know what they are, and they're loose. You have a brilliant mind for strategy. I have not given you the props you deserve for that clock idea you had at the bazaar. Inspired. You are good at what you do. And I'm happy that you're helping me. My personal code should not influence you, but anytime I can make somebody think twice before pulling a trigger, it's a day I can go to sleep happy.
I appreciate that, and it makes a lot of sense. I appreciate your work too. You've done so much for us, and I really can't express my gratitude. And all of us, you've helped us a lot, and it really means a lot. So,
you know why I don't kill? Every now and again, it works, and you just keep doing it till it works. That guy who tried to stab me in the bazaar, his heart wasn't really in it. See how quickly I diffused that situation? He was hungry. It's alright. I'll keep doing what I do. And if that means you decide to change what you do, that's alright. I'm still happy you're here. Now, let's go find that man a coffin. Give him what he deserves.
You guys make your way to the mortuary. You find someone who just kind of sells pre-made coffins, essentially, that are just pretty quick, and you're able to buy one for pretty cheap and get it moving.
Alright.
Chip, can you just give me one perception check before you leave the bank?
Why?
Because I asked so
What a
kindly.
weird thing to ask.
I said please and everything.
Is that cock crazy?
He's pretty straightforward to me.
Oh,
That's cocked. Nope, never mind. It's uncocked.
okay, and a 3.
Okay.
On the it's time to review. There's a 3 on the die, but I'm really good
Go
at
on.
things. I got a 22 still.
22 will not pass.
Yeah. Wait! Nebula. I forgot that I have one. I'm
Thank
gonna
you, Nebula.
No, wait, come back.
Look harder.
Is that one cocked?
Did you roll a 3 yet?
Okay, so it's a 3.
You still don't pass.
Those might be my favorite moments of the stream. It's when we defy the 1 in 400 odds.
Oh no!
Chip rubs their lens and it's still blurry.
There's just more oil on there.
So much. Oh my god.
You don't notice a single thing. This is regular formerly robbed bank.
Okay, good.
So you guys begin making your way back towards.
That's too bad.
You guys are making your way back towards the town of Paradise. Doc, what do you do with the interrogation man before?
Steven?
Stephen.
Did you question him?
Yeah, he's just a hired gun.
Hired gun? I'll take the knife that other guy tried to stab me with.
Okay, yeah, that.
Cut him loose, hand it to him, point him in the direction of the hospital.
Oh, thank you. He takes the knife and kind of puts it just in his back pocket. He goes, "Thank you. I was bleeding a lot," and then he walks
I
out
can
towards the
stop that. I would stop him from bleeding.
Okay, you stop him from bleeding,
Yeah.
and he goes off towards the
Before he
hospital.
goes, I'm like, you better be good now.
Don't rob any more people, Steven.
He
Okay.
took that knife off the last guy that wasn't good when he got a second chance.
Okay. You guys are scarier than you could have just. You guys are scarier than him, to be frank.
Go to the hospital already.
Okay, bye. He runs out.
I would love it in credits at the end of the season, like those montages, and it's just Steven went on to.
Steven died on his way to the hospital. Drowned in a puddle on his way to the hospital.
If only you had cauterized his wound gently.
Oh
Cauterize His Wound Gently is a great emo song.
Cauterize me gently.
Yes.
no! Do I get a debit card?
No, what he says is, where do you write down for your address? Do you just write the Fury's home or the town of Paradise in general? Where do you put?
I guess I would just put Paradise. To be frank, Chip is a little bit sketched out by this request for all of his personal information.
He goes, this is just the required, and he pulls out like a form that was filled out before the robbery started. He goes, it's just kind of required for everyone just to make sure that, just so we can identify you in case you take out a loan or anything like that.
I am a renter. Technically. Actually, I am a dependent, I think.
Okay, so you're not 18 then.
Definitely not.
Okay. So
But
okay,
I have the knowledge of thousands of years.
Okay, well, that's terrifying.
It's just a search engine.
But normally if you're not 18, you need a parent to be here to sign off on this.
Clementine. Probably.
But I can waive that because you guys did save the bank. So
I also just don't have parents. Because I am a CMJOH unit.
okay, we'll send a letter to you to explain how to withdraw and deposit money from the bank. There'll be ways to do it kind of from anywhere. But we'll send you the information about that once we confirm. All we need to do, the manager does say it's okay, which he probably will. This is a very simple request for all the work you guys have done today. So, thank you.
Opening a bank account.
Yes.
That is.
You're technically giving us
money in his bank account.
You what?
Put all the reward money in his bank account.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see if he can do that.
Do that. Yes.
All right. Thank you guys again for all this. And he files this up away. Then he starts going and cleaning up as authorities start slowly arriving. There's no actual just sheriff here. It is just kind of volunteer cops essentially that are just there to try to help and clean up any of these kind of things that happen.
Just the neighborhood watch rolls up.
Essentially, as
Safety vest.
you guys start making your way back to Paradise, Doc, you've realized now that you are going to be cutting it real close to the time limit here. The eclipse is slowly beginning from when you begin leaving St. Belina. It will take a few hours to get it over there. You'll be there just in the nick of time, and you are able to fully book it to there.
I was saying, Chip, do you have any adrenaline you can give the spiders?
No.
Actually, I might.
What?
Do you have adrenaline that you can shoot
purposes,
people?
right?
I'm an anti-emetic.
I use adrenaline recreationally.
What a wild concept.
Just sitting there vibrating.
An adrenaline grenade onto them, just go!
I do have that.
Yeah, well,
I have a
stimulants.
basic booster.
While stimulants provide a quick burst of energy, excitants provide longer and more measured effect that are popular among soldiers on watch. Jitteriness. For a number of hours equal to the medicines tier, you gain a bonus equal to the medicines tier for saving throws and stuff. We'll say it goes fast.
It goes fast.
Cocaine spiders.
You guys, two of you individually shoots up these spiders as they begin booking it, and you are able to make it to.
Oh, when we talk about sputters, everybody's all ears. But I chitter on the table one time.
You got a problem with chittering? We found our line in the sand.
Every spider thing that episode too.
We found our line in the sand, I guess.
It wasn't when we said you could only milk the male spiders.
Forgot about that.
Terrifying piece of lore to drop.
You guys arrive into Paradise, and as you are getting into the stables and everything, that is when the eclipse begins, and you see at the very top. You see, I forgot his name immediately.
Patty.
He's my own character, Patty. I almost said Perry, and I knew that was wrong. You see Patty up top with his staff just waving it around rapidly as this dome just encases Paradise. Noticeably, though, as you guys are up there, can I help you?
He's wizarding.
Wizarding.
It's the Whistler, right?
Alright, that's an off-camera bit. We can't reference an
I'll
off-camera
drop
joke.
screenshots of our our personal panel
But we put
into
it-
the show discussion.
Now it's on the stream.
Now join
everybody
the
else-
Discord.
Great,
Yes.
now they can join the Discord. You'll hear our Whistler joke.
We all just took a beat out of our work days today to just riff for a minute.
As you guys get into Paradise, you notice that there are actually a lot more people in here than normal. And kind of looking around at the people, these are not people that you would recognize, and a lot of them seem to be kind of dirtier and like they just got into town. So what you can kind of connect from this is that these are people who were just traveling nearby, realized the eclipse is about to start, and then came to town for safety and refuge to stay at the inn for a couple of nights, as well as some of the people who live outside of the town, like the farmer that you guys helped. He's staying inside.
Farmer Clar?
Farmer Clar. I did say his name on stream.
You
I couldn't
bring the dynamite.
you see his pockets full of dynamite in his overalls, and as he walks into the inn, as his farm is just outside of the reach of this dome. Your guys' house is like at the very edge of it. You just barely make it in. As you're walking through, you peek into the Fury's home, much busier than normal, but you also notice a couple of things. One, you see Henry working the bar in the back. He seems to be a little more happy than usual. You see Pepper standing also at the bar, but she is throwing darts at a dartboard. And you see Astra is sitting at a table, sitting with Tor and a man that you don't recognize, all just kind of talking with each other.
Are the darts accurate?
Yes, these are honest darts.
There's new people to gamble with. New people in town.
That can't leave.
Do you tend to see more people in town when there's an eclipse like this?
One of these bigger ones, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. People come out from the rural areas too.
Chip will just run straight over to Pepper and just kind of like give her a big hug. If she's facing the dart, it doesn't matter. Like just.
Yeah, as you run up here, before I say that, well, there she is. Before I say that, are you four running in as well, or what is your plan? What are your plans here?
Yeah.
The people I would have checked on are here.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look for people to rope into some gambling.
After all that, I think we need a drink.
Yes.
Drop off the body at the office, and
yeah.
then I will be back.
Don't
Okay.
bring
Don't
body
carry a
into-
dead body.
All right. So where are you four going specifically? Then we'll get to Chip and Pepper here.
I am gonna look for a table to be like, who wants to play some poker while this eclipse is going down?
All right. You go sit to just a random table and pull in some people. Okay.
Probably up to the bar.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Aster just finished drinking one of his healing serums
Oh.
because he was hurt. The trip home was not pleasant.
Yeah.
So
No.
milk.
Especially with the methed up spider.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Aster
no.
finishes that off and heads over to his sister.
Okay. And Doc, you're dropping the body. Then where?
And then back to Torin to check on Astro.
Okay. All right. So go in order of when I was told. So first is Chip. You run over to Pepper and you give her a big hug. As you run over, you notice that she is kind of like spaced out. She does not even recognize that you're there until you like grab her. And she goes, "Oh, hey, how
I
is?
survived.
I see. You look a little dinged up. You good?
I survived.
That's good. How was it? Did it go well?
It went. Well, no, actually. But I do have a bank account now.
Okay. So the bank is still standing.
Yes.
That's good.
Few survivors.
Okay.
The standard?
Me included, though.
You are a survivor. And she looks around the bar and kind of sees everyone start walking in. She goes, looks like about everyone else also survived. So, that's good.
This is, of course, a bigger deal now than it used to be. Now that I have a soul, you know.
Yeah. How, have you found anything else out about it? Or how are you?
No. I mean, there's not much to discover. I cannot remove it and study it. It is entirely unprecedented.
That is how all our souls are, yeah.
No previous case studies.
Well, we knew you were special when we first met. You were able to cast spells and everything. So this is one of the least surprising things that I've known about you, is that you do have a soul.
Is that so?
Yeah. I mean, that's why we started talking to begin with, is because you kind of gave your own responses to things like that.
I always credited that to You being special, Pepper,
Oh.
not me.
she laughs. She goes, "Well, thank you, but you are very special and unique. You having a soul just kind of confirms what I've always just thought. You are. And she kind of grabs you and like, pats you up a little bit. She goes, you are like a being of passion. You are just here to experience life to the fullest, and that is one of the most beautiful things about you. So you having a soul means you are experiencing life to the fullest."
Chip kind of lets that sort of sit with him for a second and sort of wash over him before he says, "Thank you. That's true, isn't it? Before, it might have been considered just a glitch, experimental, but it is real. We know that now. We really know that now."
100%. You're real. Your soul is real. Everything that's been happening with us, it's all real.
He tries to kiss her on the cheek, but again, he has no lips. So
She goes, "Oh, thank you." As you move in, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Do you
Why
see
you
her
keep
lips?
asking me for this?
I just want you to see things.
We got big old limbs.
Nat 20. Heck,
Okay.
I just needed my girlfriend.
With a nat 20, with a success, you see that mixed with the knowledge of when you ran up, she kind of didn't notice you at first. You see she's also kind of just, when you're talking, it kind of looks like she spaces out for a second, then we'll kind of come back in. With a nat 20, you see that she's not exactly spacing out, but kind of looking over at Astra, and then we'll look back to you.
Is everything okay?
And she leans against the bar a little bit, and she goes,
I lean too. I don't understand.
She goes, "Yeah, it's, well, no, but yes, I don't know. Probably not, but it will be." And she looks over at Astra and she goes, "Look, I have a lot of mixed feelings about her.
I know.
She's the face of all of the worst moments of my life. She was there, she killed my brother, and she was there and destroyed the ring, and almost destroyed you, and everyone we care about. So, it is. When I look at her, I just feel angry and resentful, and she was the thing I blamed for the longest time. But now that I know her, and I know the details, I know that she was also a victim and was also horrified having to do the things that caused me the most pain. So I don't know. I understand, but I can't move past it myself.
This is extraordinarily understandable. You don't have to be friends if you don't want to, if it's not possible. We can't kill her, though. I know that is generally the solution to most of our adversaries.
Yeah, well, that wasn't on the table, so that's okay. But she is, I don't know. I may need to talk to Astor a bit just to clear my head more. But I just also wanted to tell you that. Cause
I am your boyfriend.
She laughs. She goes, "Yes.
Yes.
You are also the only person who I've been able to talk about these things openly with. So, thank you. Thank you, my real boyfriend with a real soul."
Real boyfriend.
As she goes and gives you a big hug and a kiss on the cheek. And she goes, "Just don't tell Astor about. I'll talk to him when I'm ready and have kind of thought through things more."
Okay. I'm he lowers his volume. I'm not supposed to keep secrets anymore.
This isn't. She goes, this isn't a secret. This is just. This is a thing that I want to talk about to him. I don't want it to come from someone else.
Okay,
So,
not a secret.
right.
Just something I can't tell anyone.
You can. If it comes up, tell them to talk to me. But say that you can't answer on my behalf. Okay?
Okay,
Odds are, won't come up.
I can refer, though, but not tell.
Yes. Sure.
I understand.
Good. And she goes, I'm gonna play. You want to play some darts with me?
Yes.
Okay. And you guys start throwing some darts. Okay. So next was Clem.
Darn it.
Next was Clem, who is swindling people.
Yes.
So you sit down at a table of chumps. These are some real doofuses here. Give me a bluff check. Thank you, Sea Lobster 38, for saying W stream. Real one right there.
That whole
great
little
comment.
exchange is. We should run an ad, but it's just like that.
It's just a
screen
screenshot that says
First
W
time-
stream.
That's the
First time
review.
to-
That's our banner on Twitter,
Audience is
and
clean.
Facebook now.
So it's a total of 26.
Okay,
It was a 5 on the die.
not great. I'll tell you right now, they rolled an 18 to just kind of sense motive, and they look and they go, There's like one guy who's got like a huge beard, and he's just got like
AJ.
bald on the top. AJ. But he's also 8 feet tall and 6 feet wide. He's like a
AJ.
massive man. And he looks at you and he goes, what's up your sleeve?
I'm not wearing any sleeves. I got short sleeves, see?
And he goes,
I've never really played this much. I'm kind of new to it. Yeah.
and he looks over at the other two guys and he goes, fold right now.
What are you talking about?
And you go. You don't play honest. You play dirty.
What do you mean?
And I'm gonna make sure. And he leans forward. I'm gonna make sure everybody in town knows that you play dirty.
I resent that accusation.
I don't care.
He's immune.
I'm telling you, I don't play this that often. I'm just a little nervous is all.
And he stands up. You see how massive he is now. The chair underneath him creaks back into its original form. And he stands and he goes, ma'am, I'm going to tell you one more time to leave this table.
You didn't tell me that before.
Leave this table.
Gosh dang it. All right, fine.
And I leave and I pretend to cry.
You hear the other two guys go, that's kind of mean, boss. And he's like, don't fall for her crocodile tears as he sits back down.
I don't even know what a crocodile is.
Go away!
Space crocodile.
Crocodile.
Desert crocodile.
The difference between those
Valia.
spiders, right?
Valia, you go up to the bar and you see Henry is kind of glowing a bit, and he goes, oh, you're back. How was the job?
Could have been better.
Okay, you'll survive?
We survived,
Excellent. That's all you
but I
need.
could still definitely use a strong drink.
Absolutely. And he goes around pouring it all, and yeah, you can tell he seems way happier than usual.
You seem awfully chipper.
Well,
Things going good.
and he gives everybody the drinks, hands you your drink last, and then he pulls out the newspaper from today, and he holds it up on the front page. It says another ship has crashed onto the desert moon, and he goes specifically, and he points to like the bit of the article at the bottom, and he goes, it's got a lot of parts for cars, it's got parts for armored vehicles, and it's got a bunch of tools. So those are a lot of the specific things that I kind of been looking for lately.
That sounds like an incredible haul.
That is pretty good.
Can't imagine you have many crashes that have basically just supplies.
It's very rare. That's why I'm excited. And not only that, it is actually not that far away, and it crashed right before I got this about 15-20 minutes before the dome went up. So that means ain't nobody gonna be out there when I need to go get it. Which does, and he folds it up a little bit, he puts it down, he goes, that does leave me a question for you. So I can kind of see that you and the little one, as he points to her as she's crying and running away. And he goes, you and the little one, I guess, but you guys are kind of the brains of a lot of this stuff, right?
We're all teamwork, but
Okay.
I mean, she was the captain, so
Okay. Well, then she can be part of this too. And he looks over at you, Clem, and he goes, come here, Clem.
I stop crying. I come over. Oh, what's
Skip
up?
over Giddy. He goes, okay. He goes, so you, great mind, you can think of situations and figure out how to utilize your environment well. And you, to be frank, I can tell that you were a leader, and you've now kind of lost your way a little bit with that kind of look in your eye.
Excuse you, sir.
I don't mean to be rude, and I apologize. But what I'm offering is this crash landing that's a little bit away. It's going to take me a couple days to get there. I would send you guys or Doc out to go get them, but there's a lot of very specific things that I need, and you need kind of the mind and the eye to get them correctly. So it would be something I need to go. So all I ask, you guys have been here for a little while. You've not done anything bad. You've done more good than anything else, so I appreciate that. If you guys don't mind kind of holding down the fort for me while I'm gone. You guys just kind of act as pseudo leaders of the town, run the bar a little bit too while I'm gone so I'm not losing money. That's all fine with you?
yeah, that'd be great. And Chip has already been helping out. Could we pull him in if we have any other
I
questions?
whip
right?
my head around 180.
He flinches a little bit at that. He goes, oh. And he goes,
I wave, but my body's facing the wrong way.
Pepper kind of goes to look at you and goes, oh, and then looks over at Henry. And Henry goes, hi guys. You guys
Howdy.
you want me to send you over some drinks?
I elbow Pepper.
If you guys win, he looks at you, Chip. If you win that game of darts, I'll send you over a drink.
I
Okay.
throw the dart right now.
roll
Yeah, I
a
will.
range attack with disadvantage.
No.
Yes,
There's no disadvantage.
You're
in this
facing away
system.
from
there is.
Is there?
There is.
Okay. Failed the first try. It's
Wow.
a 19.
Okay, only down from here.
A 12.
Okay.
What, like thrown or?
The dartboard's gonna have the highest AC in the entire series.
Right. What is it? No. Somebody said it was ranged before. He gave that to Marcus. I remember.
I said it was ranged right now.
Okay, good.
That's what you remember.
24.
24. It hits the dartboard, but it does not hit the bullseye. You're still in the game. You did not win it.
That's why there are multiple.
Why are you doing this to me? This is live.
Yes, and Corey.
I'm just ending with the dice.
Look, he's had a rough day. I'll buy him a drink.
I just needed him to turn around. If you could not employ him for the time, that'd probably be best.
That works too. You're the boss.
He's a nice guy, and I like him a lot. He wasted so much liquor, and that's really hard to get around here.
We don't need him getting wasted.
Where
Yeah.
do
the
you
liquor.
make it from?
I don't know. I just sell the
wine?
stuff.
Cactus liquor would be good. Yeah.
Yeah. Cactus whiskey.
I'm sure we probably can order some of that. You guys are welcome to order it while you're in charge if you so choose. All I ask, just don't. I have that little room in the back. Just don't go back there. Okay, that's all. Okay. And if you don't go back there, then I can show you what it is later when it's done. That's my reward.
It's the space marshmallow test.
You can do that.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So you guys in some days here will take over running the town for a little bit.
New job acquired.
We're getting a Cheers episode, guys.
Norm! Space Norm!
And I'm up for a promotion.
You two. We'll say you came in. We'll say you come in a little later because you're dropping off the body here. But Astra, you walk up towards Astra and Tor, and you see a man sitting with them. He's about 6.5 feet tall. He's got very long black hair, and he's got what looks like just an orange robe on with some bandages wrapped around him. And he's sitting there just talking with Astra and Tor. and him and Tor are just kind of going back and forth a little bit, and you see Astra is just nursing a drink, and she's got some like her cheeks are a little red, but she's just kind of smiling and looking at both of them as they're just going back and forth.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. Astor, how you doing?
Oh, you see the man stand up. As he begins standing up, Tor goes, "Oh, Astor, good seeing you." And Astor goes, "Oh, hey." And the man stands up and goes, "Oh, excuse me. My name is Hikari. Can I get your name?"
My name is Astor.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Would you like this chair?
No, I'm just fine standing.
All right. You want anything else? I can get you a drink or anything if you would like.
I'm good, man. I just came into town.
All right. And Tor goes, this guy's been great. He's been telling me the weirdest thing. He said that he walked the entire circumference of the moon, which is borderline impossible. And the guy goes, "Oh, I've done it quite a few times, if anything." And now Doc will say you can walk in at this point.
Howdy, everybody.
And Tor goes, "Oh, Doc, hey, good seeing you again. Did you get the guy?"
Yeah, we got him.
All right, good. This is my friend. And then the man goes, "Oh, my name is Hikari. Nice to meet you."
You can call me Doc.
Doc, would you like a chair?
There are perks to being me. I'll snap my fingers and the nanites will construct a chair for me to sit down.
That's absolutely delightful. As he sits back down, and he goes, "So yes, I have walked the circumference of this desert moon several times, right through the worm country. It was not easy." And Tor goes, "No, that's literally impossible. You would die out there." And Astra looks over at you. Astra goes, "They've been doing for 20 minutes. They've just been talking about this, and it's just kind of been a yes, I have, no, I haven't. There's not much else to it."
Okay. So how do you just walk and there's no trouble and you don't run into any worms, or how does that all work out for you?
Oh, there are many worms out there. They are quite deadly, my fellow. But let me tell you, they are no match for me when I am at my best and my peak.
Oh, so you fight them?
I can fight them at times. They also win fairly often, but I do fight and win as well.
What do you... Sorry, go ahead, Doc.
Your ribs are all bandaged up. Do you need a doctor?
Oh no, I am quite fine actually. And he pulls him down. You see that he's not wounded at all. He goes, this is all fine. This is just kind of, I like the look of it, to be honest.
All right. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Fight, like how do you fight? Do you have weapons or?
Yes. You might have noticed at the weapon check, I have 2 swords that I keep with me at all times.
Oh, I'm a sword guy too.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
He goes, where? I did not see one when I walked in. Do you?
It's a little different than your sword.
What is it? Explain, please.
Well, it's You see this floating thing?
Yes.
And there's my moat. That's
I did not want to be rude, but it is quite noticeable.
It is, yeah. It's there. That turns into the sword.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
So are you trained with blades then?
This one specifically.
Okay. What fighting styles do you take?
Fighting styles?
Yes.
I usually swing at something until it's not trying to kill me anymore.
That does work normally, yes. Well, I'm glad that works for you. What about you? What are these? Did you just make chairs? Do you just make seating areas for other people, or is this a multifaceted tool?
They're multifaceted. They can make structures. They can heal individuals through medical means. They help me fight as well. They reinforce my unarmed abilities.
So you throw little metal at people?
More or less.
Fascinating.
They boil it down.
Astra, the Lady Astra was telling me that there's a few of you guys that you guys all just kind of hang out and help the town out whenever you can. I'm staying in town for a few days here due to, he kind of points towards the windows. I was just wondering if there were ways that I could help out around town.
Well, you could talk to the owner of the bar, Henry. He's kind of the de facto guy in charge. So, I mean, if he likes you.
Okay.
You've been all over this moon.
I have, quite a few times.
Did you stick to the same circumference? Did you do like up, down, and then left, right? Or...
I've been to most places on this moon, but it is still fairly large for one man to walk across.
You ever laid eyes upon the Baylor?
Baylor. I cannot say that I have. I have heard many tales of him, and that those many tales ended of sudden and quick death.
Alrighty.
Well, I will ask about employment around here. I am currently employed, and that is why I was kind of walking through town.
Oh,
But
what are you here for?
I cannot say. My employer has asked me to be cautious with the names available. But once I see the people that I need to see, then I can tell them that they are my job.
You in the bounty hunting business?
More or less, at times.
I see.
Yes.
There is an uncomfortable silence.
Yeah.
He goes, well, I apologize. I seem to have said something wrong at some point. So allow me to, and he stands up. He goes, allow me to talk to the bartender here and get some drinks for everybody. What are your drinks of choice?
I'm gonna. Can I roll a d20
Sure.
to see what the odds would be that Henry and I could have a code for when I'm gonna walk this person out of the bar because something might be about to happen. Like how people will order angel shots at bars when they're like, I need to get out of here.
Sure.
See if Henry and I have ever established a code like that.
I'll just say that you guys have. Like, you've been in town for years and years, and he knows that you're the one to go to if there's an issue.
Then I will put in that drink request order, which basically is like Henry takes his time to make that drink, so I can get people.
Gotcha. So are you gathering the crew while he's doing that?
Yeah, when he goes off to the bar, I'm gonna kind of wander around and tell folks they might want to go sit in the doctor's office, and we might need to get Astra back to bed.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
So he goes up and starts ordering. On his way up, I would like for you three to give me perception checks as well. I know I keep asking you these solely. I'm so sorry.
For the fourth time.
Where did them effective just roll better?
Exactly the same. That's the whole game.
Yeah.
What did everybody get? Natural one?
Yep. Oh.
Cool.
29.
29?
27.
27. As he walks up, Chip, you turn your head back around expecting to see a drink, and you do see him, and he's looking directly at you. And he goes, oh, hello, sorry. I did not mean to stare. And then Valia, same exact thing. You're still leaning against the bar. And as he turns away from Chip, he looks directly at you, and he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I do not mean to keep making direct eye contact with everybody in this room. That is fully on me, my friends.
Sense motive?
Yeah, you can give me sense motive.
33.
33. Okay. With a 33, that's a good roll. With a 33, what I'm gonna give you two pieces of information.
Ah.
He's absolutely looking at you guys specifically, but he does not seem to be. When he said my friends, that did not seem like a lot. That seems like he does enjoy you guys.
Lester, with me getting a nat 1 on that perception, am I just completely unaware that he's there?
Yeah.
I'm just staring down the guys that I tried to play poker with. I'm just like, figure me out. How dare they?
Broken clocks, you know.
So you put in that order for the drink, and you guys are just all kind of walking out slowly now.
I was gonna try to get attention and be like, hey, you should meet me outside. Chip, why don't you take Pepper home?
We'd exchange closing words with Henry, kind of be like, I guess we'll meet up again right before the eclipse is over.
Yeah, we can go over the finer details of it, but yeah, I appreciate everything you guys are doing.
Sounds good.
And he looks at, as you guys start leaving, you hear Henry look at the man, and he goes, we're starting to close up here soon, buddy. Why don't you go make sure the inn still has some rooms before they get all taken. And he goes, oh, thank you so much for the advice. As you guys are leaving, you guys get your weapons and everything, you do see that there are two full katanas just hanging in the weapon check. And as you step out, a minute or so afterwards, Pepper will take Astra to the infirmary, and then says she'll meet you back at the house. You see, she does not.
Chip kind of gives a thumbs up while she's walking away.
She goes, okay.
And then he does a sealed lip.
She goes, good.
And then he goes, but not really.
She goes, wow.
Oh, he catches it.
Yeah, they start walking out, walking towards the infirmary, and then Pepper will start walking home. What are you 5 doing as this man begins to grab his weapons and leave?
Something wrong?
I think that fella might be here to collect the bounty.
Who?
How did
You didn't see the.
you miss it?
Sorry, I was kind of staring down some people that, ticked me off a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Something
Yeah.
else happened?
There was like a
This guy, he was so rude. He accused me of not playing honest. Me.
No.
Well, now hang on. I have played poker with you, and it was a perfectly honest
That
game.
is 100% true.
Right?
No, right. It is true.
What?
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe I misunderstand. I thought it was common knowledge.
So this
And
there's this
I
guy
have
who
committed a faux pas.
I can't see Riley the person. Are you gesturing?
I was just sitting here just like,
Can I see the reflection in Chip's lens?
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought that was like your thing.
well,
Oh, my bad.
As
there was a
they're
guy
not
there.
supposed to know it.
Is this gentleman already walked outside?
Yeah, what were you gonna
No,
say?
this is when like there was this guy with like no shirt and like several abs, like more abs than usual.
Was he
Too
sunburned?
many, really.
Too many.
Was he sunburned?
He was not something.
I think.
For a man who's walked the desert, he was surprisingly pale.
As you say that, you see him. He comes out. He has those 2 katanas on his hips there. And
Looks like a nerd.
he finishes adjusting them, and then he looks up and he goes, "Oh, hello, my friends. We meet again.
Howdy.
I meant to ask because my friend or your sister, Astra, was saying that you guys are from off the moon. What is life like out there?
It's live.
Fast paced, just living in the city, normal.
It's dangerous.
Andrew. Oh, okay.
You kind of have to be a little dangerous yourself to survive.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering is how safe it is out there because I do miss feeling safe anymore at this point, But that's all right. And he stands up and he goes, "Okay, well, I apologize for not being forthcoming fully earlier when we were talking. The business is with you 5. My employer, who has graciously asked to stay anonymous, has asked me to handle you 5 for the knowledge that was learned about from this recent bank robbery of some kind. So, I do apologize, but I do believe we will have to have a fight or duel of some kind."
This is the most formal invitation we have ever received.
Do we have to accept? Like, are you gonna just start fighting us if we?
Well, there's not much fun in it if you don't know it's going to happen. I prefer to begin the fight where we all are on about equal footing. But here's what I can.
5 against 1 is equal to you?
Oh yes.
And what kind of duel are you talking? Like guns at high noon?
Well, that was what I was going to.
High eclipse?
That is what I was going to say. And as he says that, you all feel that same feeling that Aster felt of the earth itself looking up at all 5 of you. And he went, "I was going to make a deal. We can do one of those high eclipse duels of some kind if one of you would like to. Or we can just do a regular fight. But either way, I do, frankly, like the 5 of you. Astra and Tor had many great accolades amongst all of you. Not a single bad thing was said once. So, if you drop me in battle, I will provide you some information because my employer seemed to think you should not know much. And he did not seem as good of a person as you 5 do.
How about we play a game of poker, you and I, and if you lose, you leave us alone, like permanently.
No, I don't gamble. Addiction runs in my family, and I'm not willing to take that risk.
You don't think a fight is a bit of a gamble?
I respect that.
Thank you. A fight
Maybe
is a
you're
bit of a
addicted to
gamble.
fighting. You think about that?
I wouldn't say it's addicting, more like a lifestyle.
Do you have an
Oh,
anger
no.
problem?
That's what they say about
Oh, no.
space CrossFit.
CrossFit. So here's my offer. If you fell me in battle, then I shall tell you information about the man who hired me.
But how much do you know?
I can tell you what I do know. I fear not saying much more. I'm under contract, and he has got me for one more before that contract is expired.
What happens if you fail
If I fail,
to take care of us?
oh, he hired me for 5. And once the 5th, this will be the 5th. Once the 5th is up, then my contract is done, and I can freely share.
You think you could safely get away from this employer to the point where you would not be under threat?
I don't know if I could get away. Escape is never fully an option, but I can handle myself fairly well.
What exactly is the employer looking for in return of your contract? Would you be able to say that the contract was fulfilled should we defeat you in battle?
Yes, if you defeat me in battle, the contract is fulfilled. He hired me for 5 or to kill all 5 of you. I'm currently on the last one.
5 jobs?
Sort of.
Okay.
Let an old man keep some of his secrets. You will find out what the 5th means soon.
You're old? What's your skincare routine?
The sun.
He wants the circumference of the
Famously
moon. I mean,
doesn't
he's
work.
Okay, you have to tell us your skincare
well,
routine.
not actually
Susan.
dry you out. Actually, wait a second.
I will reveal as much about myself as well once the battle has finished, if it finishes in your favor.
You ain't taking prisoners, are you?
No, I apologize, but no, that was part of the contract.
Well, I guess this is inevitable then.
Can you wait till the eclipse is over?
I am afraid not.
I want to do this in town.
Can I try to do an identify just in advance so that if I succeed it before the combat, then I can already do my shocking weakness thing?
It's so perfect.
You know what? I will say you can. He's giving you guys a beat of prep here before he does a fight.
Okay.
Is there anybody else that appears to be watching those to look around?
If you want to just give me a perception check, I can tell you.
Will.
So that's a 14 on the die?
Against your
The identify check. You told me last time I just tell you what I rolled and then...
Oh yeah. Actually.
He just told me last time just to say what I rolled on the die.
Okay.
What are your modifiers here?
For
For
what?
the identify. I forget how identify works fully.
I don't know how it works.
I will tell you in a bit after we come back from break.
All
Because
right.
guys, it's time for our break.
And we got cheers on the way out.
And we got cheers on the way out.
It was
Guys,
a 36 on
cheers.
perception.
A 36 on perception? Okay.
Nice.
With a 36 on perception, I will say before we leave, cheers everybody,
Cheers.
that you don't see anybody like watching from any shadows or anything like that. You just see people kind of watching because there's a strange looking man standing in town. A very tall looking, strange looking man just standing in town, but not like there's like somebody watching to make sure that something is done. When he's saying that I need to make sure it's completed is fully based off of his own morals and principles. It's not based off of like I'm being held at gunpoint. So with that, go to our 10-minute break. We'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the show, follow us on social media at UGT Show, as well as joining our Discord. There should be a link in chat somewhere, and if not, it's in the bios. There's links all over for Discord.
Oh, yeah.
You can join in there, and you can see about our Whistler joke from earlier. So, with that, we'll be right back. See you guys in a few minutes. Welcome back. Secrets Between the Stars. My name is Corey. I'm your host and GM. Let's go around and introduce the players and characters real quick. I'll start on my left this time. Psych.
I'm Marcus. I play Valia, the KL operative sniper.
I'm Riley. I play Clementine, the Raxolite envoy.
I'm Gary. I play Aster, the redacted Solarian.
I'm Logan. I play Doc, the Kasatha nanocyte.
I'm Sully. I play Chip, the galaxy's favorite little robot.
Corey, your host and GM. So, where we last left the party, they are squaring up for a fight against a very polite wandering swordsman. You guys are kind of squared up in town here, looking each other down. I would like everyone to roll me initiative. Also, would like to say really quick that Riley's thing that we rolled just did not pass.
We
So,
identify, yeah.
so everybody roll me initiative.
Doc is gonna crush his temporal pistol to
Okay.
pick his own initiative.
Okay.
Mm.
I will tell you, this guy will go right here, and then we'll go accordingly.
I got a 5 on the die for a total of 9.
Total of 9.
Yeah.
I got a natural 1 for a total of 14.
Total of 14 puts you here.
What?
Yep. He didn't roll well.
Oh, wow.
I got. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I got out of you.
I got a 24 total. Rolled really well.
Total puts you way up here.
I was gonna
What
see
do
what
you
everyone
want?
else got.
Oh,
Let's
I
see.
got a 15.
You got a 15.
15, 6 on the
That puts
die.
you right here.
It would
No,
be in front of me.
In front of you. You got a 14. There you go.
That's me.
That's Doc.
Oh.
Oops.
You
Shut up,
fell
guys.
wrong high place.
Embarrassing me.
We'll go after answer.
Okay. Alright. That's initiative. You see the swordsman at the end of the road is holding on to both of his katanas that he has on his side there, just staring you down. And he goes, "Good luck, everybody!" Aster, that's your turn.
This is the nicest fight I've ever been in, I guess. But alright. If this is what you really want. Aster's gonna get his first attunement point. His sword gets drawn with quick draw as a swift action. And then, how far away is this gentleman from me?
He is 45 feet away from you.
45. Okay, that is outside my. I am going to spend my attunement point immediately for a stellar rush. So
Okay.
I'm just going to zoom straight at him and make an attack.
You rush at him. So you go. How far does that get you?
That's 60 feet.
Okay, so you're able to get right up in his face.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then Aster just. It's nighttime right now.
Yes.
So Aster just lights up with all this energy, and then in a moment's notice, just bam, flies towards this guy. And then we're gonna make an attack roll.
Nice.
Wow, I'm rolling really great. That's a 19 plus 18 for whatever that is.
You hit.
Excellent.
Hope so.
Aster, weirdly rejuvenated by this guy's spirit. He's like, okay, I don't really want to fight this guy, but I mean, it's him or us at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So that is just a standard Aster attack for, let's see, that's 37 slashing damage.
37 slashing damage. You go and you slash you slash your sword directly across his chest. And you see that he is beginning to bleed, and he goes, "Oh, a great strike!" As he still has his swords directly in the sheath, just looking right at you.
Okay.
Doc.
I will. Darn it, he sure is a set of feet away.
Yeah, I was just looking at it.
Yup.
I just can't lose numbers.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I will get 2 spaces behind Aster.
Okay.
And I will. I think one more, yeah.
Yep.
And I will activate my sheath array, so Doc will start just swarming with nanites. That's really all I can do since I can't quite reach him.
Okay. That is your turn, Chip.
All right. Chip rushing forward, trailing behind his comrades as he gets within 30 feet of the guy, hopefully. I think so.
It's 30. There you go.
Yeah, I'm there.
Perfect.
Perfect. I'm gonna shoot him with the biohack. Here we go. Okay, 16 on the die. That's also my modifier.
Good.
So it's gonna be 32.
32 will hit.
Yay! Alright, I'm gonna be shooting him with the anesthesiology
Okay.
inhibitor, which will deal non-lethal damage equal to my level, and have him roll a fort save.
Okay.
While I go ahead and roll the rest of that damage.
He got a 34.
That's really good. You got a 34?
Mm-hmm.
Forget about the rest of it. Anyways, whoa, that's a lot. Okay, well, he is going to be taking 30 damage. And he will be, as that needle sinks under his skin, he will also take some persistent acid damage for 1 round.
Alright, you fire in this needle and it injects into him and he goes, oh, an interesting attack I've never seen before in a battle.
2 rounds.
2 rounds. Okay. Valia.
Yes!
Okay. I see like piles of barrels around. Would any of these be like stacked high enough that I could like climb up them and onto like a roof or something?
Yeah, if you give me an athletics check, I will say you can
Will do.
get up there.
Parkour.
Parkour.
27.
27? I'm flabbergasted.
The world is your oyster.
Yeah, I'll say you're able to get up there.
All right, I want to get up on the roof and into like the darkest, shadowiest spot there.
Alright, just on top of the Fury's home up here?
Sure.
Cool.
And then I'm just going to do covering fire to try to protect Aster.
Okay.
So just a ranged attack. It's a 33. All I needed was a 15. So Aster will have a +2 circumstance bonus to
Perfect.
AC.
Both of them? Probably, yeah. Stupid question. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Yeah, against the next attack. So I think it's just just the attack. It doesn't matter which AC.
Alright, gotcha.
That is his turn. And he looks at you 3 that are advancing on him, and he goes, an interesting move to do that. And he looks at you, Chip, and he swings his swords out of them, and you see this massive energy beam just fly directly at you.
Is that a ranged attack?
It is.
I would like to make an attack of opportunity.
By all means.
Excellent. Yeah, Aster sees a beam of energy coming from a katana. He goes, I can't do that. And he just tries to take a big slash at him.
Can't do that yet.
That is... Let me see here. I forgot. Math is mathing. That's a 25 total.
25 total will, against his KAC,
Yes.
and will not hit.
Okay.
Yeah, you swipe, as he goes and swings out, he sees you doing that, and with one of the katanas, he blocks it with his hand as that energy flies out and goes to you, Chip. Chip, that is a,
You do
Tell me
something I
about
do.
a 45 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay. That is 21 slashing damage as it goes through and just hits you across the screen directly, and you feel that the screen is barely holding it together as it's trying to chip apart, but it is still standing.
Oh, no. How much did it? 25?
21 slashing.
Yikes.
And he will pull his swords out. He has both of his swords out now. He goes, trying to attack me this way, huh? And he's going to go a very specific way. He's going to go 1, 5, 10, 20,
Gotta do the math.
45. He's going to end his movement right there. He's going specifically around to not trigger your attack of
I
opportunity.
have 10 for reach.
Ooh, all right, go ahead.
Clothesline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
A 36 to hit.
That will hit.
Hex yeah. And 32 damage.
32 damage.
Nice.
This damage counts as bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
Oh my gosh.
What do you do to him?
Just throw a chunk of nanites.
As you throw this chunk of nanites at him, you do notice that the wound that Aster just gave him is beginning to seal itself already. As he takes another hit, and he looks a little more beat up than he was a minute ago, but he's still moving.
Trying to put me out of business with your fast heal.
And the persistent damage.
I'll take 2d6. That's 11.
11.
Yep.
Okay. He's taking these hits, and he's not stopping or slowing down at all.
Oh my goodness.
Clem, that's your turn.
Okay, I am going to take cover behind the barrels on the left side of the map there, close
Okay.
to Valia. And I'm gonna shout to everybody. I'm gonna be like, stay on your toes. Let's take this guy out. And that's going to be my improved get 'em, so everybody gets +2 to attack rolls and to their damage, because I'm going to spend a resolve point. And I am also doing a full action through the inspiring combo, so I'm going to make 2 attacks and 1 envoy improvisation, which I already did. And so I am going to do this. Yeah.
Big rolls.
Why are my dice misbehaving? I blame you, Azan.
What do I have a hero
We're making her
point?
nervous.
A villain point.
That's you said 2 attacks.
Yeah, 2 attacks.
Plus one.
The first one was a 2 on the die. The second one is an 11. So -4. Still not great. Probably won't make it. 7.
Nope.
Yeah,
Won't
7
hit.
plus 11, so 18.
Won't hit. You take the shot, and you see as you shoot these guns at him, he's just blocking them with his katanas.
Quit being fancy, you
And he
stinker.
goes, I only know this way. That is
Can't stand him.
You're so cringe.
I hate him.
that is Aster's turn.
You know you're the
Guy
worst.
I've ever seen.
No, he's not.
You're such a nerd.
Wow, okay. I'm gonna run past Doc and get, I think it's 30 feet to just the left of me. I'll be right diagonal against the guy. And I get 1 or 2 point and just gonna make another standard attack.
Alright.
That's my prerogative right now. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make a difference here. That's a 28.
28. You don't have that -2 anymore because you did the opportunity attack?
No, the +2 is if he's being attacked.
Oh,
It's-
okay.
it's to hit.
Yeah, she
Okay.
gave me a defense buff, essentially.
I see. Okay, 28 does not hit.
Oh, excellent.
You also have a +2 from get 'em.
Yeah.
Is that-
So, flat 30?
Flat 30? Flat 30 will hit.
Woohoo!
There it is. Found it. Found it. Found it.
Get
found it.
him!
Yep.
I'm getting him, I'm getting him!
Getting them, guys.
So that is, Aster runs up, sees him blocking damage with his katana. He's like, man, if we were like friends, I really want to learn how to do that. And that's 44 slashing damage. Woo!
Did you add the +2
Yes.
again? Yeah!
He takes that hit, and you see it just slice against his arms as he's trying. He goes to block you, and you're in that moment, or see where the opening is to cut him properly.
Yeah, Aster's fighting style is brute strength.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, a mighty cleave. Well done.
You're
I
so
can't do
weird!
this.
Doc.
I'm gonna get 10 feet away from him.
Okay.
It's a physical gag.
For the folks at home.
Physical
Okay.
gag.
For the audio listeners.
For all you wacky radio listeners out there, Doc's gonna punch him.
How?
Probably
But is he?
But is he?
+2.
Well,
I don't know
I
if
don't
we're
think
at the
so.
point where that was.
I'm sure a 22 does not hit this man.
It does not.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you
Uh,
what.
I'll look to Chip and I'll say, when you need to make a shot, just move a little bit, and I'll disperse my nana cloud to cover the 3 of us.
Oh.
This
Okay.
way, this will give him a mischance to hit you, but if you want to take a shot, take a step out,
Oh, I
shoot,
see,
and then
I see.
dive back into it or something.
Hmm.
You got so many tricks, Doc.
Yeah.
Couldn't agree more.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know how to use a lot of them. This thing did not
Chip.
come with a manual.
Chip. All right. So I am to move. I'm not supposed to move. What do I see?
If you want to shoot, you move.
Yeah.
If you don't want to shoot, stay there. Or just walk back and forth.
Okay. Can I still see the people within the cloud?
Yeah, you just have a mischance
Oh,
if
okay.
you want to strike anybody.
Well, if I could still see the people in the cloud, then I'm gonna go ahead and actually, I gotta still. I guess. I'll take the time finding some sort of cover in the nanites, kind of like as Chip kind of hunkers down a little bit. He's very tall, and handsome.
And has a girlfriend.
And he has a
real
girlfriend.
girlfriend.
He's also taken. And he has a soul. He's gonna crouch down a little bit under the cover of the nanites as he tries to fiddle with his little tummy screen, trying to click it back into place, using my movement action to change my damage resistance on my armor to slashing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to reach out towards Aster, and as I grab onto, you just feel a firm hand on your back, you feel like 5 needles, like the allergy test that they give you.
Hi,
when
Chip.
You get a +1 AC.
Oh,
and that
excellent.
lasts for 22 rounds.
Oh, gosh.
So if yeah, it lasts for forever. It lasts for forever. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Valia.
All right, I'm going to take a shot at him with my sniper rifle.
Okay.
So my regular sniper attack, so perception check is a 41.
You see him.
I see him.
You seem extremely good.
He's flat-footed,
Okay.
He looks and waves at you.
Hello up there.
and that's
I've never
a
been so spotted.
6
30.
30 will hit.
Damage. That's 39.
39 damage. He takes that shot, and you see that there is a wound on his side there. And he goes, "Oh, an excellent shot from an excellent sniper." And he readies himself back up once more.
All right.
At his turn, Valia, you're looking directly at him. You guys are kind of covered in the clouds, so you can't quite see it. But that wound that was on his side just fully heals itself. Like it is back to like a normal as if it never got shot.
Concerning.
And he's going to look at the cloud, kind of recognize that he can't quite see you guys in there, and he goes, "I know what to do," and then he runs over to Clementine.
Oh no.
You get an attack
so
roll with
I-
next opportunity.
Do we have a mischance?
You do have a mischance.
Yeah, we do.
I don't.
You don't.
You have a mischance.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we decided, yeah. Was if you're in the cloud, the mischance applies to you shooting out of the cloud.
Right.
Cool.
But you can still risk the miss.
Does it count for range attacks only?
No, it's anything.
Yeah.
It's in your eyes completely, so you don't know what.
Let's see. Yeah, you miss.
Okay.
Just get in your eyes. Sorry. It's as helpful as it is hurtful.
So are you rolling to do, or did you miss?
No, I'm rolling his concealment chance. He would have missed if he rolled.
I see. Okay.
Because I rolled under 20, and it's a 20% chance to miss.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
All right.
Batting away things.
Me got 36 to hit him.
36 will hit.
Ooh, the dichotomy. 36 damage.
36 damage. You, as he begins to run away, you just punch him on the spine in the back. He goes, "Oh, all right then." And using that momentum, Clem, you look up and you see he's in midair with both swords up, about to attack you.
Do I still have cover even when he's that close?
No. He's kind of able to reach around here. All right, that is his dice. His dice. What number is that? What is it? Is that 10 or 16? This one. That's a 16. All right, that's a 16.
10 actually.
It's all
Checking
one.
it out.
All right, so that is totals here, 36 and 37 respectively.
Yep.
Okay. What I need you to do is I need you to make me a reflex save as well as I roll your damage.
Okay. Can I borrow one of your d20s? My dice are really misbehaving today. Okay, that's much better. All right. So 19 plus 11 is 30?
30?
Flat 30.
All right, so you are going to take a total of, let me see, hang on one sec. You're taking 36 from one sword and then 35 from the other sword. So a total of 71 slashing damage. As he slices in, one thing you do notice is the one sword in his right hand, it does cleave into you. Like you do feel it, but there's not really like blood there. It does slash. Like you feel like as if it did go through you, but there's not much blood. The other sword, fully like a normal sword wound. Like he just cut you with the sword.
Hey, quit that!
No! I would love to, frankly, but I've been hired to do this.
I don't
don't even know what to say to you! Now that he's closer, can I try to identify again? And, actually, flat-footed doesn't stack, does it?
It does not.
Does not.
Okay, never mind. I won't do that.
Flat-footed.
I mean, yours might last longer, but I
Yeah.
have to just keep hitting. Keep it up.
So I am going. I'm going to take the disengage action.
Okay.
And I am going to.
Did you have resistance, by the way?
Only to like fire.
Okay.
But let me see. Where is that?
If you're on your main page.
No, not the resistance. I'm looking for like.
The disengage.
Yeah.
You just move 4 times
Yeah.
your
4
speed,
times?
yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I am going to run behind the cloud.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
like, hide me!
Seek the safety of the cloud.
Yes.
That makes sense. All right. You
We're
are
all
there now.
gathered together.
That is your full turn there to do that.
Yes.
He took that.
Yes, how
2d6,
much?
By the way, which is 8.
8.
Kill them.
As it settles, he's done, right? As it settles into his system, and stops burning.
All right. Yeah, you see you see him just kind of look at where it was, and as it just heals, like where it was, like there was like festering and stuff. He like flexes a bit, like he's in pain, and then you see his skin kind of just go back to normal. He goes, "All right, back in this then."
I kind of reach my arms out, trying to grip onto somebody in the cloud, and I find Doc. I was like, "This is going to be more serious than I thought. You should know that." I pat him. I look at him.
Aster.
I just go.
How far away is he exactly?
He is from you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 40 feet.
Gee.
Aster is going to, as he's batting away nanites in the cloud, unable to kind of
I
see,
swear they're helping.
but he hears the sounds of battle and Clementine sprinting.
Scuttering, like just
behind him.
scuttering.
Gosh, yeah. Aster is going to, as a move action, spend his. He'd be getting a second attunement point now. Spends it immediately for plasma sheath. So, in the midst of this nanite cloud, Aster just kind of like does a flourish with his sword, and instead of its normal light appearance, it is now ablaze. So he does that extra bit of fire damage. And then I guess, can I ready an action if he comes at us? I'd like to make an attack.
Sure. We'll keep you in your initiative. You're just readying that for when he comes.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Doc, that is your turn.
Okay. So as a swift action,
That's the swift action noise.
as the movement action, I will. Are you over your HP or are you still in your stamina?
No, I'm down to 9 stamina.
Jeez, dude. Girl, we just got here.
I don't know who that would be best for, so I will save it.
Holy cow.
Oh, wait, actually. You want to hide behind something?
Yes.
Okay. I will then move, essentially dispersing the nanite cloud, but using it as my movement action to put a 10-foot structure up so you can hide behind it. Like a 10 by 10 just wall
Thank
so you can
you.
hide behind it.
This really is Fortnite.
Okay! That's that action. Did you get hit?
No.
Okay, I haven't hit you either. You got hit.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Chip gestures as if he's noobed now that he's outside of the bugs.
Don't leave.
It was a joke.
Yeah, I'll put up that little wall for you, just so you have something to hide behind and get some cover. And then I will do nothing because he's too far away.
Okay.
Yeah, he's so fast. How
He's-
far away is he now?
We might have
45 feet.
We might have to bunch up to get him to come to us and stay there.
Can you come to us?
Chip, it's your turn.
Alright, I gotta go to him. I gotta shoot him. I gotta go just a little bit. I just need to be within 30 feet. I don't need to be up in there. We don't need to be crazy with it.
We don't need to be a hero.
Give me as far away as possible, but still 30 feet.
Okay, there you go. That's it.
That's what I want.
That's your
30
limit.
feet.
As Chip, in a similar manner, trepidatiously approaches him with his gun held, his which is his hand. He's sort of like holding his arm into himself, and he goes, "You stop that." Pew! I'm gonna shoot. And I'm gonna use a spark of ingenuity here to combine ideally here a minor inhibitor and a basic inhibitor.
I watched that.
Sat on the 2 for a second, and then God moved it to 18 for me. So thank you, Jesus. That's and with get him a +2 on that,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So 36 to hit.
And
36
a
will
+2
hit.
to damage.
Come on. All right, and the inhibitors that I put on him is a -2 to AC
Okay.
and a -1 to attack rolls. The attack rolls lasting for, and this time I'm not kidding, 23 rounds. Yours was 6. Sorry. But his other one is going to last for 10 rounds. So have fun. If you need to keep. Who cares?
-2 to attack and -2.
-2 to AC, -1 to attack rolls.
-1 to attack. Right.
And the worst damage roll that has ever seen this side of the Mississippi. I deliver 15 damage, but this is a successful inhibitor, so I'm gonna be imposing the decomposing inhibitor again, this time for 3 rounds. As both of these inhibitors kind of formed into, I imagine it could be fancier, like it's swirled together, but it's not. It's just like a bigger needle. Like a bigger syringe comes flying out of the guy, like has trouble getting out, and he's like, there we go. Flying out in similar fashion, strikes on a nerve and just seems to electrify his body. 3 rounds, he'll be taking that acid damage.
Okay. How much damage was it you said?
It's 15.
Okay.
And you added the +2 from get him?
It was 17.
Okay.
That's exactly what I said.
That massive syringe just sticks into the side of him and he goes, "Oh!" And he goes, "All right. We are getting into it now, ladies and gentlemen."
Does anything make him angry?
Who's he talking to?
I don't want to
Ollie.
see him when he's angry. All right, we're gonna take another shot at him. Hooray! That's gonna be a 28 for perception check.
You do not see him.
Okay, so regular shot. He's not flat-footed.
He does have no. That was a different thing. Never mind.
And I definitely missed that. So nothing happens there. I'm gonna move 10 feet toward the
Towards the party?
closer to the party, but
Okay.
still, up on the roof.
Okay. With that, it is his turn as he takes a shot and then he looks up directly where you are and sees you begin shuffling over and he goes, "Not so fast, my friend." And he fully just leaps onto the roof of the building.
I want to argue. I want a perception check because I want to counter with stealth.
Sure. I'll give
See
you
if he actually can tell where I am.
Okay.
Because I'm within the shadows.
To be fair, I'll give you with disadvantage. You did shoot him in the side, so he does know roughly where you are.
Okay. That was a 43 and a 39 for stealth.
39. So we roll. We do some roll here. He rolled extremely well. He does see you.
Okay.
Sorry. He rolled a 17 on the die, and he's got a lot to perception, so he
Right.
sees you.
Oh my god.
And he fully leaps up to the roof of the building and goes, "I'm sorry, my friend, but this cannot continue like this." And he's going to take a swing at you.
In dim light, and it is an eclipse and nighttime,
Yeah.
there's a 50% miss chance.
Nice.
Interesting. Okay.
And if you stood in the cloud.
Marcus read the book.
So I'm looking for a 50 or higher. I rolled the wrong thing. Oh no, I got a 55.
Fine.
Dang.
I'm so sorry. Just passed it. So he's going to take a swing at you here. He's got a -1 to his attack. What was there? Okay. Let me do the math for that real quick. A 38 to hit your KAC.
Yep.
Make me a fort saving throw.
Orders.
Or I'm sorry, reflex. I said the wrong one.
Thank God. 33.
33 passes. Same thing. He
Critical
hits you with
success.
this sword. He hits you with this sword. You take 35 slashing damage. And where it should be like a wound there's not really much, but you see it looks like your skin kind of patches itself back together.
Is that damage a partial or for a success? What?
No, this is a full success. That was something else you rolled for.
Okay.
So you get 35 slashing damage.
Okay.
Do you have immunities or resistances or anything?
Cold and electricity.
You're good then. Never mind.
Fine.
And he's looking up here. He goes, "I'm sorry, my friend, but it is time for you to cease."
He feels a pain in his neck and takes 8 acid damage.
Okay. He takes acid. He takes acid.
Yes. He takes that.
Everything is different now.
Why are there so many drugs in this episode?
We're a drug board
We're
company
gonna
now.
get
Clementine.
We're doomed.
Okay. So, would it be possible to throw 3 bombs if I'm throwing it to the exact same spot all at once?
I don't think so. 'Cause
I know.
I think it's a feat to throw like several bombs
I
at
just
once.
had to ask, just in case.
That's fair. You're allowed to ask legally.
Yes. I am going to. What am I going to do? So,
Sounds like a snail
is
in
it-
one piece.
is anybody down into HP or
No, I just lost some stamina.
we're all
He's
still
only
hanging
hit
in
2
there?
people so far, I think.
Okay.
Or 3. He hit 3.
He hasn't hit the ones we wanted to hit.
Yeah.
That's
Smart.
true.
So I'm gonna peer out from behind the wall that Logan so kindly made for me, and I'm going to make 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. I cannot think. My brain is failing me.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. So that first one, not great. It was an 8 on the die. Definitely fails.
Oh,
that's
Better
so
go.
that one's stunted.
It told you it wanted to go home.
She doesn't. She
Plus
doesn't
2,
hit.
It is.
and he's at a
Zod?
-2.
Yeah, but that was a 2 on the die.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's too many twos.
That's
Zod,
too bad.
I blame you.
That is going to miss, actually.
It's so bad. So that's the end of my turn. And, well, I duck back behind cover, of course, and that's the end of my turn.
All right, Aster.
How tall is the building?
Building is a 2-story tall building. So, man, I don't know how tall 2-story tall buildings are.
20 feet.
20 feet. So said Marcus. Blame him if it's bad.
The floor is technically usually 10.
All right, there we go. Then 20 feet. Give or take.
So here's a question.
Sure.
Aster can fly,
Yeah.
and he has Stellar Rush. Can you charge and fly?
I think
See why
so.
not?
I don't know why you couldn't.
It'd be really cool.
You can run and like jump, sort of. Like,
Be a lot cooler.
Let me
if you
see.
did.
It just says double your speed. Like, it does not say like.
There you go.
Double your running.
As long as there's
Right.
nothing in the way, because then I couldn't charge. But as long as I get diagonal to him,
Yeah, I think you're good.
yeah, I'll do
It says
that.
yeah. It says nothing about. Don't say a dog can't play basketball. You know, like it's like that's
So
kind of
the
where we're
dog
at.
can't play basketball.
Airbud rules, I see. Yeah, so I am going to move as much as I can and then get diagonal and spend this will now be my second attunement point to fly up and do an attack against him. He's like, all right, buddy, let's see who's better with the blade. And then I take a second and he goes, that makes it sound uncool.
It's okay. We don't all get that immediately. You have to learn how to properly banter in battle. It takes time.
You can't even do it.
Who said that?
This talking wall. Crazy.
Who said that they will pay?
I might turn it into a dome. So you're safe.
For her own safety.
That's only a 23.
23 will not hit, even with all the buffs and everything. You kind of take a little too long saying the sword thing, and he's able to fully block the blade with your blade with his blade, and just bounces off each other. Doc.
I can't get him from up there.
That's the thing.
But I do have
And he
this
knows
bow.
Oh,
This
good.
bow comes up so much more than
We're
you'd expect.
saved.
Don't you worry now. A crit.
The bow! You are saved!
Calm down. Focus. Lock in.
Can you lock in, please? No, dude.
Wow.
Whoa!
28 bow damage.
Is that doubled already?
Yeah.
All right.
Here's it. It is archaic, if that matters.
No. I've never heard that before, so no.
That just means it's a mundane old weapon.
It's
It
a
is
stick.
just a bow and
Low
arrow.
tech.
It's a stick with string. That's it.
Not a sci-fi bow and
Yeah,
arrow.
you fire the arrow and it pierces into his side and he goes, I didn't know they still made these things.
They don't.
Chip. Is there anything else? I'm sorry.
I will move next to Chip.
Okay.
Next to Chip.
I missed up.
That's me.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, well, he's pretty far away now.
Chip.
That's me. He's pretty far away now. Of course.
He's pretty far away now.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat.
Oh, okay. Wait, what happened? Oh, it's
I saw the Minecraft movie. My spine
Oh,
just I
goodness sake.
Your
cringed.
senses tingled.
Okay. How far away is he? Like, how tall is the building?
20 feet up, and then he is from you
So it's like,
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he's like 30-ish feet up.
is there any way to
30, 40.
get it where I could shoot him? Where he's at? If I have a
You
30-foot gun?
Climb some barrels.
I mean, outside of like.
You can always shoot him. It's just gonna be I think it's a -2
yeah.
for ranging.
He's got.
Oh, I
he's
just
got.
lose get him, I guess.
Yes.
Which isn't actually quite so bad. But I do want to ask.
Oh, would that get a? Yeah,
Huh?
that where you are there, that would get you out of.
Did I
so you
move?
can. If you move there, then that would get you to be able
Well, I
to
was
hit it
gonna
with
ask
the
one more.
cover.
So you're covered by the mandates right now, right?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Cool.
So it's not a cloud anymore. The cloud just turned into a wall.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Because I can't target you right now without dealing with nanites. So I will walk over there.
Okay.
And I'm going to. He should be flat-footed right now, as it stands, right? 'Cause he's-
From your thing, he's got the -2.
but because he's he's not flanked.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him with an analgesic.
Analgesic.
Go on.
I think
Jesus.
Go on.
Analgesic.
Uh huh.
A real medical formula. I'm gonna try and shoot him with that to employ some flat. But I'm just gonna go ahead. This is a 16.
The
on that.
doctor's sitting there like, what?
It's
What the heck are you talking
We have
about?
one angry doctor in the chat. This is like, dude.
L stream.
Oh, what if he is a doctor?
34.
34 will hit.
Yay! Everybody says yay.
Yay!
Yes.
Good job.
Here we go.
Shoot
He's
him.
got flat-footed for 3 rounds now, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And he'll go ahead and take 21 damage.
21 damage. You take the shot,
Like
you
the
see he
pilot.
like slows down a bit, and he just kind of pulls that needle out and throws it back down towards you. And he goes, "I'm frankly sick of your syringes.
This is what I do.
That is unique."
Thanks.
Volley.
Okay.
He's
Not
right on
used
top
to
of you.
people being like chill and
Chip
cool
kind of
with
looks
us.
around like,
a
are
load
we
of this
sure
guy."
we should fight him?
We don't have a choice. He's swung.
He's like way chill though.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to quick draw my pistol,
Okay.
and I'm still going to use the sniper attack, but just with the pistol.
Sure.
So.
Do you see him?
Same perception check. 40.
40. You do see him really good.
See him.
He's so close.
Attack
When
roll.
you're
Where do
close
you go?
to me.
Where do you go?
That wouldn't happen to be 10 or greater over the threshold to see him, right?
That would be.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, my shot definitely misses. Well, wait, 25
Flat-footed.
against flat-footed.
Flat-footed and a -2 to AC. And
That will
you get
hit.
the +2.
That will hit.
Wow.
It's a miracle.
I modded him.
All right.
Biologically.
As you take this shot at him, he is going to attack of opportunity, swing at you here with a little ability he has lets him do that.
Okay, let me double check something.
You got that thing that doesn't provoke?
Well, I've got just mobility.
You got that.
Keep that thing.
Valia keeps that.
Oh, it is only if I
It's the,
leave the
the,
square.
the
so-
main thing. The main thing.
All right, that's a 35 to hit you.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, you are off target until the end of this turn. And then that will do 46
-2.
slashing damage as well.
All right, that's a -2 penalty to attack rolls, but I already attacked.
Yes.
So.
That is 46 slashing damage.
46.
Mm-hmm. And I will need you to make me another reflex saving throw.
You can say no. You can say no at any time. They don't tell you that.
Marcus just
I'm
gets up
gonna
and
hero
leaves.
point the reflex roll.
Okay, let's
Okay.
go.
It's only slightly better. 24.
24 does not pass. So you take the shot, roll me the damage first.
Okay. Damage. 41.
41. He takes that, and he goes, a good shot. And then he slices your hand. And you see your hand fully flies off with the gun in it. And as it's flying, you feel like you still have that limb there. And there is just a sense of dread as you see a stump that was once there.
Okay.
Anything else?
Foreshadowing with Steven.
I am going to put up a cloaking field
Okay.
as a move action.
Okay.
I think I can. I think I can do that. So
Sure.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah.
Your hand flies off the roof and onto the ground in front of the bar there.
Fun.
That is his turn. And he's going to look at you and go, "I'm sorry for that, friend." And he looks at you, Aster, and he goes, "But it's also your turn now." And he's going to take full attacks at you.
Lose limbs.
Well, one of those isn't super great. Hang on, I've got like
got a
3
-1
calculators
to
back
attack
here I
roll.
have to be using. It's a 31 to hit KAC.
Doesn't hit.
Okay.
Thank you to Chip.
I'm modding.
And then that is a 38 to hit for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For that one, I will also need you to make me a reflex saving throw as you take 40 slashing damage, ignoring any resistance.
Oh,
Ignoring.
ignoring.
Oh wait, that you didn't do the mischance for that opportunity.
Because in
attack.
dim light.
Oh,
So
you're right. Let me hang on. Let me
Be
reroll.
pretty chill. Be pretty chill if you miss.
Be like, cool.
I'd like to red
Feel
red
like
on with my
didn't
hand,
do
please.
that.
I got a 94.
Fine.
Be that way.
Keep my hand.
I wasn't.
I don't even want it.
It is slowing me down. That is 40 damage to you, ignoring any resistances. And what did you get on your fort saving throw or reflex saving throw? Sorry.
Hold up, partner. Hold up.
Scary
I'm
out
running
here.
the calcs here. I'm in danger.
Just casually took his hand.
That's 12. That's a 12.
That is a failure. As you go and you see him swing this sword, and like you blink, his sword's here, then his sword is here, and then your head begins to fall off. As you just kind of see your body still floating there where it was, as it hits the ground, and you're just face down in sand. Clementine,
Take 12 damage. 12
Sure.
damage.
I'll take 12 damage.
I peer out from behind the wall and I see that.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, maybe I don't see that.
No, you definitely see it,
Oh.
but give me a perception check.
Oh.
Get new
Riley,
dice.
What's
I'm
going
trying
on?
all 3 of these sets.
There's
and one
so
of
many
Marcus's.
other dice options
You want a red
here.
one?
Use mine.
Get her some
Good
backup.
lord.
You needed
You
to
got
roll well, and you borrowed Marcus's dice.
Yeah, that was
There you go.
technically.
I was gonna say it, but I didn't want to say it.
I was hoping
Here's
they'd
you.
behave for somebody else.
That's fair.
There's
That's
3
fair.
more.
Oh,
What'd you get?
Gun dice?
Gun die. Just offer her every die at the table.
4 on the die.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Azan, you have cursed me.
Yeah,
I
see,
will have my revenge.
you do see your friend get beheaded, and then next to him is Valia's hand on the ground as well.
What is happening? What did you do?
We're in battle. This is how battles turn. I'm sorry, is this not decorum? We fight.
This has never happened before.
It's not decorum for you.
Maybe I don't know what the word decorum means, and I apologize for that.
Captain, what do we
try
do?
to shoot him. I'm gonna try to shoot him. I'm trying my best. Okay, that was better. That's a 23 plus 2 get him, and he's also
All his minuses.
yeah.
So 23 gets you plus 2, gets you 25. That will hit.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Way lower.
Kiss your dice, friends. Okay. 2.
Kiss your dice, not your friends.
You can kiss your friends. You can kiss your dice. You can't kiss your friends' dice.
That's where the line is.
Would you steal a car?
You wouldn't pirate a friend.
I found out that that font used for that video was stolen.
Well, you,
There was a legal battle about the font used in that video.
That is.
So that's 13 cold and piercing.
Okay. He takes the shot and he's like, "Ow! I apologize. I do apologize for, if I did something wrong here.
You did, and I don't take your apology.
That's fair." Aster.
So
So Aster,
What?
here's what's happening.
okay.
You see your body in the air floating. You realize in these few moments here, your head is cut off. And normally when a person gets their head cut off, they can survive, and they're just kind of mentally for a few minutes. You sit here just staring at the sand, but you don't see any blood coming out of you at all. And you still see your body floating up there, and it has not seemed to move since you got your head cut off. And you kind of still feel the wind around you and your sword in your hand.
Can I tell if this is any kind of like? Hold on, guys. I gotta consult the Aster Codex.
Aster Codex.
Let me see if I can Aster my way out of this.
The tone of Aster.
He hasn't needed it. Clem's been doing bad all by herself.
Thank you, Azan.
I noticed you still.
I'll be honest, Azan, I have rolled extremely well today.
Yeah.
Azan, I will have my revenge. You will not see me coming. Because I don't know where you are.
Can I tell if this is any kind of affliction at all?
This is not an affliction.
Okay.
Your instinct would be this is magic of some kind.
I mean, it is an affliction. It's just not labeled.
Well,
Yes.
yeah.
You have considered yourself afflicted.
Okay. You left me in a bind here, Roof.
I did. You do still feel everything.
I still feel everything.
You just.
Well, I still have a
Just.
flaming sword.
Yep.
I know he didn't move, so I know where he was.
Right.
I'm on full attack.
All right.
Get him.
You're gonna do this
Horrifying.
with disadvantage and a -5 to it as well.
That sounds reasonable considering the circumstances.
You are essentially blindly swinging at him here. You know it. I would give it some concealment, but you do know he has not moved, so you do know the general area. But this is like you just swinging wildly and hoping you're gonna hit him.
Would Aster, since he's identified that this is a magical effect of some sort, would Aster be able to connect with his energy, connect with his moat, and try to see the kind of strings that are at play with this magic and kind of understand it a bit more?
Yeah. If you want to give me an Arcana check.
Mysticism.
You guys are ready for me to say
I know the
wrong word.
2 checks that Gary wants to do.
Yes.
And never gets to do. I know when somebody's asking for a mysticism.
Make me a mysticism check.
I would love to.
Sully looked at me like,
Wow, that's an 18 on the die plus 14, so that's
32.
32.
Okay, with these, how this works is you will kind of like tap into like the life energy that is around everybody. There are pieces of a person within themselves and within like the things that they are holding. What you notice is your body has like little white strings coming off of it, and it looks like it's just stopping right above your neck. And you can't move your neck really per se, but just from the mysticism and the magic that is within this area, you can kind of tell that there is a white string attaching to the bottom of your neck by just meditating for a second. You get like a 360 view. So it seems almost as if this is not so much like he did, like he literally cut your head off, but it's like he opened 2 portals and he put one at the bottom of your neck and one just like a millimeter above it at the top of your neck.
Would those be swordles?
Swordles. It's a drift gate sword.
And there's a blue one and an orange one.
Oh man.
With learning that information, healing myself wouldn't necessarily be the solution here.
It would not put your head back on your body.
Okay. And I would probably... He hasn't used a reaction at all.
Not yet.
Okay. I think the best thing Aster can do is just try to swing. I mean, he kind of understands this a bit more, but he's not as knowledgeable. There's no formal magical training that he's had. He just kind of learned that magic is a thing.
Yeah.
Within the last few weeks. So Aster is going to, not a full attack, but he is going to do just a standard attack.
Alright, disadvantage with a -5 to attack.
Okay. So that'd be a plus 15. This is a 4. This is a 13, so 4 plus 15, 19, that's not gonna do it.
It's not quite right. Yeah, you're not quite, doesn't quite make it. As you swing your sword at him, he's able to just keep blocking it with his blades. And he goes, my friend has seemed to figure it out a bit. Doc.
Figure what out?
If you want to give me a perception check as well, I'll give you that.
What?
Or a life science, I'll give you either one.
You're a doctor!
I wasn't. 26.
Well, the 26, you notice there is no blood coming off of the top of Aster's like stump on his body, and then the bottom of his neck.
Look at his head. Is he still blinking? And like...
What is Aster's face at this exact moment?
I think at first it's just the general like shot, like as someone gets like, you don't know you're gonna get your head cut off.
Yeah.
So there's just that initial recoil, like Aster was recoiling right before he got hit. So then his face landed, and in that brief moment you just see as Aster kind of meditates on the magic that's at play, his eyes were glowing, and then now they're not glowing, and they're just kind of looking up purposefully. at his body if he has a view of his body.
We'll say you're kind of like on your cheek facing the front of the bar, so you can kind of.
So there isn't fear. There's just focus.
Yeah.
I think this requires medical attention. Surely. Doctor.
I'm going to run over to where Aster's head is.
Okay.
And pick it up.
Okay.
Sorry, Clem.
I will swift action disperse those nanites over there
I'm exposed!
and bring up a ladder like I did in the alleyway. And I will climb the ladder holding Aster's head and point it at the fight. Now you're third person.
All right.
You're third person.
I'm trying to think. Is third person? No, you would not occupy the same space. So you would. I'm trying to think if he would get like an attack of opportunity because you're moving through spaces here, but he would not. So, anything else?
No, just lots of confusion.
Chip.
So there's still a hand.
There's still a hand holding a gun.
Okay. Okay. I get just sort of bewildered looking at this scene. Chip sort of just follows Doc's silent lead as he's like, okay, I guess you should be returned. And I'm gonna pick up Valia's hand. And are you still on the ladder or are you up there?
If I had the movement, I'd like to get up there. I have 40 feet of movement.
I think you have to move it. Then yeah, you can be up there.
Cool.
Alright. I'm going to... There's not a lot of spaces left up there, so I think that realistically what would happen here is Chip would climb up part of the ladder and kind of position himself near the feet of everybody else as he holds on and kind of like dodges between legs, looking over to Valia, and he says, "Catch!"
You feel a metal hand on your arm. Like you feel like it feels like you have a phantom limb, and then somebody grabs the phantom limb. And then you feel that metal like sensation around, and then you see Chip's head pop up holding your arm up.
You dropped this.
Catch.
I don't know what you're gonna do with that now that it's separate.
Okay.
Have it back.
There's gonna be a couple checks we're gonna do.
Yeah, probably.
Give me Sully a ranged attack. Like you should have a throw one, I think.
Yeah,
I
there
do.
is a throw.
Throw.
Okay.
So roll for that.
Attack
Yes.
and 4 I get +2. 14.
Okay, 14. I don't think it's gonna make it. So the hand.
Your hand.
The hand overshoots it, and he throws it way up in the air, and it goes over you, lands about 10 feet behind you.
Okay.
And now what I'm also going to do is, surely, this gun's gonna fire. So,
That makes sense.
So I'm going to roll a d8, and on a 7, it's gonna hit Hikari, and on 8, it's gonna try to hit you. It'll also have concealment, I guess. Does it? I don't think concealment would apply if it's firing randomly as it hits the gun.
We're all standing next to a nightlight now.
That is also true.
Yeah.
That is an 8. I'm so sorry, dude. That's an 8. It's going to hit. What's your damage? What's just the dice for that gun, not the modifier.
For the pistol, it would be 2d6 plus 5.
Okay. So 2d6, you're gonna take 8 piercing, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 piercing damage as your gun fires in your hand and shoots you in your back.
No, at him.
Valia, that is now your turn.
Okay.
You're welcome. There you go.
Do I get everybody else got one. Do I get the perception check to be like, also it's not bleeding?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Let me look.
The not bleeding perception check.
30.
The queen of
30 you
perception.
pass. Yeah, it's not
Okay.
bleeding.
All right. So I can kind of get that something is weird here after having also felt unsure whether or not that's phantom limb or actually feeling that. So I guess I will I'm gonna just try to duck back and grab it.
Okay.
Can I grab that just while moving? Like
Yes. Yeah. He's going to get an opportunity attack. He will do his concealment, or your concealment, to try to get out of it, or to hit you rather. He does not. He rolled 24. So he takes a swipe at you, but he does not fully see where you are. You just see behind you the just stab down where your leg was a moment ago.
All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I've got 50 feet of movement. I'm just gonna kind of run as far back as I can go.
Okay.
With my
Got
hand.
issues.
All right. You have that. So you still have your standard action.
Yeah. I get in a state of shock. Can I just be like,
Yeah.
to see what happens?
You
If
do. I'll say this is your standard action to do this. You do that, it reattaches.
Lego.
Yeah.
I just put it back on. I put my hand back on. Just
What is happening?
just put it together.
Doc is going to do everything in his power to not put it on slightly sideways.
Valia, that is your turn.
Oh my god.
That is Hikari's turn now. And he goes, she's figured it out. He looks over at the headless man. One of you hasn't. And he's going to take a swing at you. He will have advantage on this swing. Maybe. 35 to hit your KAC.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. He only does the one swing here. And that will be with this sword. 33 slashing damage, ignoring resistance, as he swipes up across you, and you feel all of that pain shoot across, and you, in third-person mode, see this man just fully swipe up as blood splatters up.
And that was 33?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he will go, I don't like being surrounded personally. And he's going to move down.
Don't do it.
No, he's moving again.
He's going to move right
Do
here. You get an opportunity attack. It's going to be disadvantaged still. You don't have the -5. It's just disadvantaged because you're in third person.
Okay.
So it is still not... Yes, you also get one too.
Because I got 4 arms.
Yeah, I was about to ask. Yeah, I forgot you do have 4 arms.
Only 2 of them.
Oh.
Alright. So the lowest roll I got was a 14.
Okay.
Plus 20 for 34.
34 will hit.
Get him.
Excellent. And I have plasma sheath enabled, so that's really good. So that's going to be 49 fire damage.
Ooh. He does not like that. You hit him with that, and he is looking worse for wear. He's nearing death's door.
What'd you roll?
You missed.
I missed.
You missed.
Okay.
I was so excited.
Big miss.
Yes, he moves down here, and then that is the end of his turn. Clementine, you see the samurai.
He takes 7 damage.
Oh, he takes 7 damage.
Imagine that kills him.
That
He just
would
goes.
be-
Ha! He face plants.
As the last of the acidic nature of the violent vaccines within him settles down. Thank you. We do improv here.
You like to yes and.
So I am going to move towards the barrels, take cover behind them.
The ones in front of you or the ones up top?
In front of me.
Okay.
And I am going to shoot at him. I'm going to be like, "You son of a fungus, I am going to take you out!"
You shouldn't have used my dice.
I shouldn't have.
Dude.
You gotta learn.
Because she got a
buddy.
3 different dice.
No, she has to learn. This is a learning experience. We have so many dice in this company. Use any of them.
I'll get you, you son of a fungus! Bang, miss. Eventually!
That's your turn. Aster.
Hey, I'm gonna hold my turn until Doc puts my head back on.
Absolutely.
Sounds so valid.
Doctor, that is your turn.
Do a layup. Do a layup.
Yeet.
Slam
Dribble.
dunk. Slam dunk.
Bones.
hey, don't.
Yeah, I
Slam
got you.
No, dribble him down the court.
Come on!
LeBron is right there. He needs you. Doc, the Lakers need you.
You have a chance to do the coolest thing.
I'll simultaneously use my top 2 arms to put you back on your body. And using one of my I'm running dangerously low on nanite surges. We'll have the ladder. No, you're on the ladder, aren't you?
I am.
Never mind.
It's okay. It's okay. If you need to. How about... It's fine.
Okay, I have something that could be cool.
I'll do the cool thing then.
Okay, I'm going to add more feet to the ladder
Oh. Okay.
and turn ladder into bridge, basically.
Where am I going?
If there is some kind of shenanigans that I can roll to like move Chip's hands to the side instead of like as bars.
I think he would need to roll a reflex.
Okay.
I will give you advantage because he's helping you do it. That's what I can do.
That.
Your house.
What am I get?
Go home.
20.
20. Now 20.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nat
The
20.
ladder will get longer, up to 40 feet high, and Chip's hands will go to the side as it now turns to bridge mode, and it falls down and lands directly as a ramp from roof to him.
Okay. I like
That's
that.
my movement action.
What's happening to
All
me?
right. I'm going to say it was your
Maybe you're
standard
facing
action.
backwards.
It was your standard action to reattach his head.
Go get him, champ!
So that is his turn. Aster, do you want your turn now? By all means.
So this guy isn't looking great, right?
He's looking way worse than he was before.
Okay. Remember that focus I mentioned that Aster had? It
Yes.
is now completely locked in.
Aster's
So
locked in.
Aster is going to use. He has 3 attunement points. He's going to use Solar Acceleration, which is a Zenith Revelation. You see Aster completely, as his move action. I'm just gonna say this. It looks like he teleports in front of this guy.
Dragon Ball instant
Yes,
transmission.
just like a burst of light. I'm gonna get in front of him so he doesn't just rush towards. Yeah.
Okay.
And then with Solar Acceleration, I'm going to get to be able to do a full attack as a standard action.
Sweet.
So Aster's swinging for the fences here. So that would be, I have a -3, so it would be my standard modifier for all that stuff.
Okay.
Yes, that's how that works out. That's a 6 on the die plus 17. What's that?
23 is not gonna. That one won't hit.
Okay. That's a 19 on the die.
That will super hit.
Okay. So that's 43 fire damage.
43 fire damage. He takes that. He's still standing, but he's looking. He's bloody. He's right there.
Yeah, the teleport's in front of him essentially, and the first swing misses, and then it, much like he did, where it was once there and then now it's there. That's what Aster mimics completely for the second slash, as it just slashes, and then you see just an eruption of flame on him.
The flame erupts on him as he lets out a yell, and he kind of staggers for a second. He goes, "Oh, you've learned! Amazing work, lad!" And he kind of readies himself up a little bit more, but he's looking drained. He's looking tired.
After hearing him say that,
wait a
Clem
second.
just goes, "Quit patronizing us, you stinker!"
There's no patronizing here. I genuinely am enjoying this, and you all.
One last little tidbit about Solar Acceleration is that so basically everybody but Valia. Is Valia within 60 feet of me?
No.
He's
No.
way up there.
Okay, so
I forgot where I lost.
well, it's
track.
30 feet, so it wouldn't even matter. That energy that Aster used to essentially teleport, like move super fast, it kind of spreads out to everyone in the party, and now everyone has haste.
Hey.
So a little bit of magical energy just starts to emanate from all of my allies nearby.
Very nice. All right.
And
Chip.
his shoes up to bat.
Hey.
It's your favorite little fella.
Chip, gripping onto the sides of this new ramp, gathering his footing, he's going to, first his head will turn and then the rest of his body to match. As he lifts his gun, loads a sedative, and says, stand clear. It's time to put him down. Here we go. No! What happens when I get haste? Do I get another
I
string?
think that's another move.
It gives you another when making a full attack, a hasted creature can also take a separate move action in order to move.
Cool. Okay, so it's not gonna help me make another attack.
Well, you can take a full attack.
Yeah, you can do a
did
full
the-
attack instead.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait.
because you can do a full attack and move when you're hasted.
Yeah.
So I get to roll again.
Yeah,
Yes.
buddy.
Okay, because that's 5 on the die.
hang on.
Whee! This time for sure. 8. Okay. With-
-4 because of the.
Right. Yeah. No. -4. Yeah.
Plus
plus
2 'cause
2,
get 'em.
and then plus my thing. Sweet. Yeah.
His AC is still very low.
Plus 2. Plus 22.
Which AC?
It's.
It'll be KAC,
it'll be
right?
KAC. Yeah. It's a.
That will just miss.
Dang.
That's too bad.
You fire the syringe, and he just hears the wind whistling, and he just moves his foot to the side as it plants itself in the sand. And he goes, "Nope, I'm learning as well."
Chip turns around to Doc. That was so embarrassing.
Did you want to move?
Don't worry.
I don't want to
If it was
be
a full
near
attack,
him.
Okay,
No.
Volley.
If you wouldn't mind
Is-
clearing the range.
I'll press myself up against the side.
Is the building next to us like the same roof height?
It's one. That's one story. This is the one you're on is 2 stories.
Fine
so.
then, I'm just gonna run straight to the edge.
Okay.
And then I will just take a regular shot.
That's a different song.
We can only move in increments of 5 feet.
There is still get him.
Yes, yeah.
23.
23, which
KAC.
KAC just also misses well.
You said 22 just misses. That's not just missing if it's not.
It's
plus one.
pretty close. But I'm telling you right now, it's pretty close to missing. You take the shot. He again takes another step as the sand explodes at his feet.
He wasn't like. I guess.
That is his. Was there anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. His turn. Aster, he's looking at you and he goes, "Well, fellow, it's once again," and he's going to swing at you. He's going to do a full attack. He's not here to goof around. First one is probably super gonna miss. Yeah, the first one is only a 26 to hit you.
No.
The second one is a 35.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. With that, he takes a swing at you, and that is 48 slashing damage. As he does he slashed up one way, he slashes the other way, making an X across your chest. And that was his full action. So that is his turn.
Come
Time.
on, Clem. Come
Come
on,
on,
Clem.
me.
Clem, put him away.
Okay, alright.
This will be if this is your first hit from the whole fight, but it kills him.
Well, not kills him, knocks him out, because I
Knocks
want to
him
know
out.
what he knows. Alright, I'm making an attack. Okay, it's not bad, so 13 on the die plus 11 is 24, plus 2 get him, and then his minuses.
That hits.
That's it. That's it. She's got it.
Woo! Alright. My excited competitive voice. Alright. That's well.
Oh,
so that's
really?
7 cold and piercing.
Literally
Dude.
snake eyes.
What is that it?
No.
Are you kidding?
He's on the edge,
You
dude.
I got it.
Is he down?
No.
Dang it!
He's still standing. He goes, "I forgot about you. I apologize."
How dare you! I've been talking to you this whole time!
You keep moving, and it's hard to locate when there's a man on fire in front of me.
You could have.
Well,
lied.
I'm on your
Amen.
left! Run down my ramp.
You could have lied. You could have lied.
Doc can't lie.
No.
He can't lie. I can't. I'm a man of honor. I will not lie to my friends. Never lied once, won't start now.
Doc's gonna make a full attack because he can, thanks to haste. With a bunch of stuff, it's a 32 to hit him.
Hits.
And the second attack is also a bunch of stuff. It is a 29.
29 will hit.
Cool. Damages. Sweet, beautiful damages.
Get him!
Do you want the total or over 2 hits?
Give me one hit at a time. We'll see what
One at
happens.
a time. And plus 2 damage from Denim. So 34 damage.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Yeah.
Just, I'm on your left, come in,
Yeah.
2 uppercuts, and then bring his head down to a knee with my other 2 arms.
He
Then stabilize.
And the snake.
well, you see as you bring his face into your knee, he drops to his knees and is just like looking down. Blood is dripping down onto the sand, and he drops his swords completely as he is out of this fight. And he looks at you, Doc, and he says, "Excellent job, friend. I'm afraid you need to kill me."
You said you were gonna tell us all you know!
I will, I promise. I just need you to kill me, then the contract is expired.
Chip from the top of the ramp. What?
Is it magically binding?
Yes. I made a vow to all of you that I would tell you information if I fall. I need to fully fall.
So if we cut your head off with that weird sword that you cut his head off with, does that
No, ma'am.
Aster is standing right before him, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, mid-conversation, Aster cuts his head off.
We don't know the things yet!
You see his head fully fall down as his body goes limp and he slumps over. And this time you do see blood coming out onto the sand. What you do also see is the swords that he had both just dematerialized. Like they just turn to dust and fly away. And he is sitting there. Doc and Chip, I want you both to give me life science checks here. You don't have to, I guess, Doc. It is just, this is a medical thing that's happening.
Medicine?
Yeah, I'll give you medicine.
Thank you.
Death
No,
science
it's
check?
life.
It's either one, life science or medicine.
Good.
38.
25.
All right, 25. You don't see much. This is a chopped off head. 38 with your like robotic eyes and ability to like really see details of things. You see that
Got a zoom lens.
you zoom in, and what you see
Telephoto.
is the skin on his neck is beginning to rematerialize very, very slowly as it is growing back up, seemingly just recreating his head.
Oh, he's coming back.
It seems like it would take a while before it fully comes back, but he is at the moment defeated with his head on the ground.
Maybe we should take him home.
Can we keep him?
Will reattaching expedite the process?
If you want to try.
It's twice in one day. It's been a weird one for Doc.
You put the head back on, like roughly where it goes, and you see that the skin does start like snapping it, like little strings snapping up around it. And his eyes are still glazed over as he's not fully conscious, but this does seem to be expediting it. So when you let go of his head, it's still like you can still see muscle and tissue regrowing slowly, but it is coming back.
God, what a freak!
Oh my.
My bot's back from the ramp.
Valia starts to climb down.
I leave the ramp. So I'll like start to dissipate it and see the Valia's coming, I'll put it back.
You climb down and you see that this man is now lying there. His sword's gone. His body's regenerating itself as you have fully defeated this deathless man, this deathless samurai. With that, we'll finish this episode of Secrets Between the Stars. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. It was another banger.
We hadn't put that head on. We could have two heads right now.
Oh, we could have him a mirror. He could be Aster's mentor. Dang it! Aster cuts his head off again.
Put it back.
So you could have tried putting this head on sideways.
Yeah! This
So
one is
something
on
to remember
sideways.
me by.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you like the show and want to support us, $5. I so will link. $5 a month gets you more content. We have a post show after every one of our actual play shows. We do 30, 40 minutes ish or so. Get you a few extra hours of content for just $5 a month. Super worth it. Follow us on social media at UGT Show on all forms of it. We have a Sunday show where we do Pathfinder 2nd Edition Strange Aeons Conversion by AJ, and Marcus and Sully and me are on that show. Come check that out this Sunday. It's a Cthulhu horror-inspired adventure. And then Tuesdays we also just have like a stream where we just kind of talk and hang out and chat with the chat. So if you guys want to come hang out with that, you're more than welcome to. With that, I believe that's everything. So thank you guys so much for joining. We will see you all next week for another episode of Secrets. Have a good night.
Keep your head up.